So, welcome to Warhammer Fridays. This is episode 3 of our campaign, The Enemy Within. Well, our campaign, but we're doing the campaign. I'm your Games Master, Jim, and this is my party of wandering warriors, soon to be salty sailors. And we'll start with Ben.
I'm not going to do the same joke again because, that's hacked. We're past that. Hi, I'm Ben, and I'm playing the incredibly originally named Stefan Komish, who is a wizard's apprentice. He's a bit of a fast talker. He's a good-looking chap, albeit pale and pasty and a little bit scrawny. And he likes getting stuff for free, especially if it's wine.
Oh, sorry. I was so busy with the sound that I didn't hear the order. Hello, I'm Lewis, and I'm playing Polus Hector von Breyersbuer. And yeah, he's been learning a lot about elven cuisine. There was a mushroom, and I think I had a carrot as well. But mostly he's looking forward to the arrival of a large fortune that should hopefully be coming his way.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Racer of House Malforak, an Eoneer fencer. He's got dark auburn hair streaked with gold to match his gold-colored eyes, and he stands about 6'4". He's young for an elf, only about 100 years old, and that shows in his eagerness and his open attitude towards the lesser races. He was born into the Torior class and hails from Tor Lenethnel. And he was selected to undertake a sacred 100-year joint mission with a dwarf to monitor the spread of chaos taint among humans and curtail it where possible.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm playing Alric Granite Hand, the dwarf tunnel fighter, who is from Karak Siflin, and is also, unfortunately, stuck with an elf for 100 years because he's clearly pissed off one of the ancestors somewhere. And yeah.
Hello, I am Josh, and I will be playing Turpin Merriweather, kindly known, renamed by Ben as Dr. Turnip. Yes, I'm playing a halfling physician, but that all might change. And we had a bit of a poll on the Discord as to whether I should change to a boatman, and the Discord firmly said no. But then I asked my wife, and she said yes. So I think I'm going to change to a boatman.
Wise man.
Okay, so we agreed that we'd do an intro each week in sort of character, and Josh did the first one for episode 2, a recap on episode 2 onto episode 1, should I say. And I was sort of bullied into doing this one. So, yeah. So, my name is Frederick, and Frederick Weismuller, and I am a road warden. And we came across a weird group of a halfling, wizard, an elf, a dwarf, and some chap who looked like a soldier of some form. And they'd been attacked by mutants. Now, my sergeant ordered me to follow them and to keep an eye on them because they were a right dodgy crew. So I did. And we followed them into Altdorf, where they got off their coach in the Platz area, and they met up with some salty-looking chap, and he took them down to some boat inn somewhere. Well, anyway, a few of them went about. The wizard travelled to their wizardy place, some sort of tower, some sort of building. Yeah, I know that they sort of assemble there, and they all sort of wear robes. And some say they do things with donkeys, and they turn them into stoats and things. But anyway, I'm digressing. And some of the others, the soldier and the elf, they went for some, plant-based cuisine. It didn't look very substantial. but yeah, the elf looked very pleased with it. But the soldier, he turned his nose up at everything. And I believe the other two, they went for some pies. But yeah, and so we went into the bar that night, and I was keeping an eye on them from a distance. And these two noble guys come in, and they were having a party. And this group, this 5 of weird people, mix a real dodgy mix. They started a fight with the nobles who were keeping themselves quiet and just enjoying a drink to themselves. And they started a fight with them, but luckily it calmed down. There was some really sort of heroic guy in black. He sort of parted them, and he sort of created the peace. But while I was watching them, I noticed that there was some dodgy fellas following them around. Well, a couple of them got shot by this rather professional-looking gentleman with a crossbow. So last thing I seen of them, they were leaving the boatman in. So over to you guys. So I believe that Joseph took you and said that you could stay on the boat that night. It's quite a large boat.
We'd gotten down to the boat and seen something moving around on said boat, if I recall correctly.
No, there were two dead bodies.
Dead bodies. Yeah, 2 dead bodies.
Yeah, we'd found something of the dead bodies, right? We'd found a mark, was it?
Yes, we did.
You found a pouch full of money and 2 purple hand tattoos on their chests. And then we weighted them down.
Not on their hands, it was of a hand.
Yep. Then we weighted their bodies down with stones and threw them over the side into the river.
Well, gents,
That
I
won't
think
look
that's
suspicious at all.
It's good for the river because it gives the fish something to feed on.
Good for us because we don't have corpses on our boat.
Well, if this is what being a boatman is, I think it's a life for me. I'm already quids in. And I got the little pouch that we found on the guy.
Well, I've only got a small crew, so like I said, I'll pay you a good wage for coming down to Bogenhaven with me. And you can. I'll let you go and do what you want for the festival thing. We need to offload some bits and bobs. We're carrying some stuff down, some pies down for a trading company there, Salmonella's Pies, I believe. But yeah, they're paying us good money. And other bits and bobs. But yeah, we'll need offloading, and then like I say, the days are of yours to do what we want, and then there'll be a couple of hours at night time where we get things packed up and put back, because we don't want to leave things out overnight, obviously, because Bogenhaven's known for its dodgy behaviour. People say that some of the people there have got like 6 fingers.
Interesting.
Yeah,
sounds like contact dermatitis. Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah,
and Racer looks right at Stefan. Or they've decided to follow the ruinous path and are falling to mutation.
Well, and as we know, nobody in their right mind wants to do that kind of thing. So we need to stand against that kind of, in fact, down with that sort of thing.
What a ridiculous trade-off. A lifetime of damnation, an eternity of damnation for an extra finger. I'd get you a finger for a silver. Easy as pie.
You stitch it on for another one.
Oh, I do half rates. You should bring a friend.
Joseph sort of turns on to you and says, I don't know if he's a friend of yours or whatever, but I've noticed some chap with a crossbow hanging around as well. You any idea who this is?
Probably not.
Well, we got a crossbow.
Who noticed the 2 gentlemen in the town centre, the Konigplatz?
They
who were giving
making weird signs at Polus.
I think
Polus made weird signs back.
Voguing at Polus, weren't they?
The description that it gives is someone who they sort of interacted with, then sort of moved away quickly, if you remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
crossbow.
Is this our mysterious guardian angel who keeps rendering people who act against us unable to act against us?
Perhaps he's not actually a guardian angel, though. Perhaps he simply wants us all for himself.
Perhaps he wants
Or
one of
perhaps-
the pies.
Or perhaps, Paulus, he wants the young baron for himself. But that's a human issue for which I don't really care that much.
Well,
I
if he
mean,
comes on here, we'll hit him in the crotch and throw him overboard.
So
There you
what I
go.
suggest.
I feel safer already.
So
Feel
what
safe
I
with being hit in the crotch.
crotch. Anyway, what I suggest is we stay here for the night. You know, we can lock it up good and sleep down in the central area, and then we can go and get, if you need to get anything in the morning, any supplies or anything, and then we'll leave as early as we can.
Quick question. Where do I put my horse?
Well, I suppose you can tie it on the top deck, unless you want to take it. It'd be a bit of a no. Yeah. I wouldn't want to lead it downstairs. So you could tie it, or you could sell it.
I really like my horse. You know, it's sort of the horse part in Horseman.
Very true.
You could sell it to me. That'd
Yeah,
be
but
problem
then
solved, wouldn't it?
we still have to get it on the boat.
Oh, I didn't think of that, did I?
I mean, I'm just gonna tie it at the front of the boat so it has a nice view of the river as we sail down.
Yeah, I mean, it probably won't even be able to see the bodies.
That's what the stones are for.
Joseph, I think your plan is wise. However, I think we should post a watch through the night.
And not just the horse.
You'll have to
No,
excuse
not
me.
just
I'll take no part in the watch. I need to get some good sleep. I've got.
No, you're the boss. No, we'll sort that out.
We'll look after the pies, don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, you know, Lee. Yeah, don't have a taste of the pies. Yeah, because like you know, I don't want to lose business. This couple are very good for me, offering business and that.
No, they're great couple. We've met them. Lovely people.
Good
Wonderful.
boys too.
Good pies, yeah.
Mhm.
Not so
You
sure
don't
about
need
the
to worry
toad
about
pie.
I'll take the last watch and I'll make breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying desperately to use my 2 talents in cooking.
Well,
I'll take the first one.
in the main cabins, we've got like a mess, and there's like a stove in there as well. If you want to use that, that's fine.
Right. Well, that'll
Obviously,
get us done
don't
for
get it too
breakfast.
hot, and keep an eye that you're not dropping any sort of thing hot on the floor, or fire hazards and stuff. We do have to think of our health and safety on boats like this.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It comes
No
to fire.
problem.
No worries there. Dr. Turnip is a consummate professional when it comes to health and presumably safety as well.
I'll just look straight at the elf when he says that. Just
I
look up.
believe, fortunately, Mr. Turpin has decided to take up the life of a riverman now. Perhaps Doctor is not in his future.
Oh no, I'll keep the doctor, but I'm going to be a canal doctor.
How
figure-
unfortunate.
I mean, like
I
a
figure-
proctologist.
Well, no, I'll just be closest to the supply of leeches at all time.
Convenient.
Mm.
I'll be on the ground floor of leeches.
No wonder you lot don't live bloody long.
That is a true fact. That's very true, Master Dwarf.
But what a life it is! All right, I better get started on breakfast. I've only got 10 hours.
Okay, so are you posting the watch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go
Oh.
first.
And then Racer will go after Ulrich.
Fair. One of the humans wants to stand watch with me and one with the halfling, perhaps.
Go on then. I've
Okay.
had enough elven cuisine for one day. I'll try some dwarven small talk.
Perhaps
Just
Okay.
silence.
So, who's taking the first watch?
Lewis and I.
Okay, would you care to roll me a d10, please?
No. Both of us or just one?
The first. Well, you're both taking watch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just one of you, please.
3.
So yeah, your watch. There's movement like on the docks, and a couple of the taverns are still very noisy. You're guessing that they're going to be open, most of them, to be fair. You can hear sea shanties ringing out. There's lots of singing about salt and wellies and getting wet. But yeah, other than that, your shift goes without incident. Who's taking the next one?
Racer would wake up and take the second watch.
And I'm told that Stefan has to help him.
No, you're
Oh,
halfling.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm helping the halfling, am I? Okay, cool.
Yeah, probably best if Racer is left alone other than me.
What was that, Jim?
Could you roll me a d10, please?
An 8.
Okay. So, how long did the watches you broke up? Sorry, are they 3 hours each? Or
About
2
3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get roughly an hour and a half into your watch, and you notice that there's this figure, and he's coming towards the boat, but he seems to take the scenic route to the boat. He seems to be checking other things out. He's quite a tubby man, well made, quite high. You guess about sort of 6'3". He's built for trouble, basically.
So Racer will yell. Well, we'll just shout down, "We may have trouble," hoping that someone hears him, and he moves over towards the gangplank in case the individual tries to board the.
And he raises his hand to you when he sees movement. Excuse me.
How may I help you, citizen?
Are you? Ooh. If my eyes don't deceive me, you're an elf.
I am of the Eonir. This is true.
Have you lived long?
Not yet. Only 100 years.
Do you have a thing for trees? Because apparently elves have a thing for trees. Is that right?
I do like trees. Is there a point to your conversations?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that. I've lost my dog. Cuddles is its name. If you've seen it, it's a little white thing, very furry and hairy. Yeah, it's about this big.
My
Cuddle.
eyes are Sir, my eyes are quite good even at night, and I have not seen your dog down here.
He takes an handkerchief from out of his pocket and sort of dabs at his eyes. I love that dog.
That shows a good heart and a strong mind. So, sir, if I do see your dog, where should I send for you? I will keep it safe until you arrive.
Well, would you mind if I come and sort of keep you company on the boat? Because I'm
Yes.
sure it's around here somewhere. Thank you.
No, it's not my boat. I cannot approve you coming aboard.
I'll tell you what, then I'll sit here at the side of the dock and I can talk to you there.
As
So
you wish.
how long have you been an elf then?
All of my life.
Right, okay.
Best conversation.
How long have you been a human, sir?
Oh, what, a human?
Hmm.
I've been a man for many a years. I've been a man since I changed from a boy. Yeah, and I've been a man ever since. Boy to man, really. But so how is it that you lot are made then? Are we talking, eggs or?
No, we, from a purely physical standpoint, the act of reproduction amongst all of the higher and lower races is much the same.
What? So same as a chicken?
No, the same as a human or a
Would
halfling.
you be a human then if you were the same as human?
No, that's where I come from. That's a horrible insult, sir. But I'm sure that's not how you meant
please,
it.
please. Yeah, I don't like to insult people. I'm not that sort of chap. But you said, well, surely if you come from human heritage, you'd be a human. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm simply saying that elves reproduce in very much the same way that humans reproduce, and halflings, and probably even those craggy, grouchy, horrible dwarves.
Oh, I've heard that I think, aren't they? Don't they come from goblins and orcs?
I can't confirm or deny that assertion. You may very well be correct.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, yeah. When an orc reproduces, as you said, with another orc, and that orc has a beard, yeah, then they produce a dwarf. That's what I've heard. That's the the basis of my assumptions.
Sir,
Racer is taking.
I think that's a very,
Oh,
very possible truth.
That's why they don't like them, you see, because like they're not green. So they look, I believe the name, like the word for dwarf in Orcish is freak. That's what we've heard anyway. Me and the boys.
To be honest,
down
no, I don't speak Orcish, but that sounds reasonable.
Okay. And is your hair actually made from gold?
No, it's just hair, much like your hair.
Because I heard that if you scalp an elf, you get quite a few coins for the hair because it's actually like precious metal.
Nope, it is just hair.
Oh, okay. Cuddles. Cuddles. I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't find her.
I grieve for you, sir. To lose a member of your family is always difficult. But if I see Cuddles, I will make sure that Cuddles gets back to you. If you tell me where I can find you.
I'm normally at the Old Tar Inn down there.
Old Tar Inn.
Yeah.
Well, if I find you,
I told the missus I was going out to get some milk from the dairy guy, but yeah, that were about 5 days ago. So yeah, I don't go back home yet because I'll be in a lot of trouble. Which is why I need to find Cuddles, because I took Cuddles with me, and while I was concentrating, or you could call it a stupor, yeah, Cuddles is sort of got loose.
like as I said, very unfortunate. And I will keep my eyes open for your dog.
Oh, that's really kind of you, sir. A lot of people poo-poo owls and said that their pointy ears, and if you flick one of their ears, then their head spins off and things. But I think you're really nice, and I've got nothing but respect for you. I think you've been really kind, and yeah.
I've always found the best policy is to be kind for as long as you can be.
Cuddles. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that.
I cannot imagine.
Are you good in a fight then?
I can hold my own under most circumstances.
I like a good knife fight. If you see my knife, look, it pulls this big knife out, and it's got a wavy blade, and it's like quite well made for a human weapon. Yeah, this has done me well for quite a time. And he sort of pushes it to you're quite a way away from him anyway, but he sort of pushes it forward.
I'm sure it's of excellent craftsmanship, sir.
Yeah, I've never lost a knife fight.
I try never to engage in knife fights. I find that if you're fighting knife to knife, both parties often get themselves cut quite badly. I prefer a rapier. It gives me a little bit more distance and the ability to move a little more fluidly.
Yeah, but isn't it true that you use rapiers because your arms are that weak that you can't lift up a proper sword?
That is what I've heard.
Elves are very fragile.
People have said that about elves. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. I've learned a lot tonight.
Well, as have I. You've
Cuddles.
educated me.
Cuddles. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, sir, your best bet would be to continue to search for Cuddles.
Would you like to share a brandy with me? And he pulls his flask out from the thing.
I appreciate the offer, but I do not drink hard liquor.
Okay, well, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to have one. And he sort of has a drink. Cuddles! Cuddles! Could everybody make me a perception check, please?
Everyone who's awake or everyone?
Everybody's asleep, really.
Marginal failure.
I failed.
Impressive
That's
failure.
Impressive success. There's just a dog sitting on my face like,
Hey, yeah, so Paulus, you wake up to this rather loud booming voice shouting, "Cuddles! Cuddles!" He sounds quite close.
Maybe he's selling cuddles.
You please.
Go and buy a cuddle.
they'll just sit up, slightly blurry-eyed, to go, "No cuddles tonight," and lie back down again.
So tell me, do you make everything out of wood?
What do you mean by everything?
Like, yeah, like, your bed and chairs, or do you sit on the floor?
No. Most of our furniture is made of wood. That is true.
Like humans, right?
Much like humans.
Are you
And
allergic to metal?
No. Allergic to metal? No.
Yeah.
Nope. That is an old wives' tale.
Right. Okay. But you all worship the god Cain, don't you? Is that right?
No. Again, there are, from what I've heard, those who worship the good elvish god of murder. But no, for the most part, we do not.
What's your favourite thing about being an elf? Cuddles. Cuddles.
At the moment, it's the opportunity to watch and learn more about the younger races. I mean, I will watch entire generations of my friends' families live and die.
What's the younger race?
You humans, halflings. The younger races.
Oh, we have old people as well.
Yeah, it's not a matter of your physical age. It's a matter of how long you have been a race here within the world.
Old people can't run. They're no good at races.
That's a very good point. You know, you've changed my mind on this altogether.
Cuddles. Cuddles. And then from out of nowhere, you hear this yapping, and this little white fluffy thing comes running down to the dockside. Ah, it's Cuddles! And he sort of picks this little dog up. And it really is, I mean, he could hold it in one hand. And here, look, it's Cuddles. And it starts growling at him and snapping. Oh, sir, you've been nothing but a saint here. You found my dog for me. Oh, I don't know how I can reply. What's your name? Sorry, sir.
I'm a racer of House Malforic.
Oh, I'm Big Griff. Yeah, it's really pleased to meet you, and thank you for teaching me a few things. Yeah, I've learned a lot, and you found my dog for me. So, anyway, have a good night. I'm going back to the altar. Yeah.
You too, sir, and I'm very happy that you found your dog. Have a wonderful evening.
And he wanders off into the darkness, holding the dog up to his face and giving it lots of kisses. Okay. The rest of your watch goes without incident.
I wake up Stefan and Turpin. I'm like, that was mostly a pointless watch, but I did apparently help a man find his dog through no action whatsoever. If a human named Big Griff comes back by for some reason, he will probably talk to you for quite a long time, but don't let him on the boat. And with that, Racer retires.
Right, you are.
Did you understand any of that?
Not a word.
All right.
Are you making breakfast?
I better get started, yeah.
I'll
I can do most of it on deck.
and Look busy.
I'll do most of it on deck. A
All
lot
right,
of it
then.
is just stuffing things into other things, I'll be honest with you.
Fair,
So,
fair.
Mr. Turnip, what are you actually planning on making?
I'm glad you asked, Jim. So I'm going to grate some potatoes, and I'm going to make some boxty, which is like, a very shallow fried potato dish, kind of like a large hash brown that we can all slice up. While I'm on deck, I'm thinking of the things I can do on deck. I'm going to knead some dough so I can make dough balls, because who doesn't like dough balls first thing? I'm calling it bread, but I'm imagining they don't have an oven, kind of like a pan-fried biscuit. I'm going to dice some hard apples, and let me see what else. I think sausages always go down a treat. Who doesn't like a fried breakfast? And if there's eggs, there'll be eggs too.
Okay. So, make me a cooking roll.
Yes! Here we go. Is it an easy, or what's the modifier here?
Well, the pressure's on, and you're cooking for quite a large team, so I would say it's a challenging roll.
Challenging roll, right? Here we go.
Because what you've brought to the table is, as they would say in Bake Off, you've brought a lot to the table.
I'm loving the way that this has become WFRP Bake Off.
It's a marginal success, and I could increase my success level with a fortune point? Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go one more fortune point to knock it up a success level.
Okay, excellent. So basically, your sausages are cooked to perfection. Your hash browns are golden yet crispy. And your potato dish is absolutely spot on.
All right, guys, this has been fun.
To perfection.
I was gonna say, I'm really hungry now.
Oh, no, you've only got past the breakfast round. You're not finished yet.
Our second breakfast is already underway.
So the rest of you awaken in the morning to the smell of this absolutely gorgeous smelling breakfast.
I'm completely awake. I just want everybody to know that I am totally awake, on deck, being awake.
Paulus
Racer comes
mumbles,
up.
no cuddles as he wakes up.
Racer bounds up, goes up on deck, stretches, goes through his fencing forms, and waits for everybody else to get up so he can have some of this delicious breakfast.
Yeah, everything except the sausages, right?
Correct.
Well, I have got a piece of bread, what I have fried in the shape of a sausage.
I'm going to feed that to my horse.
I've made a piece of fried bread in the shape of a leaf.
That's what else. I have fried some timber.
It smells good. Mr. Turnip or Turpin, he's done a really good job here. Yeah, I mean, you sort of guessed that he's an half-decent physician, but as a cook, the only thing that's missing from the kitchen is shouting and swearing.
That's some good grub right there.
Oh, much obliged.
Yes, you've outdone yourself, Mr. Turpin.
We might not be the finest boatswains. Is it boatswain? Are we boatmen? No, whatever we are. But we bring
Aaron's.
something different to the table. In this case, breakfast. Later, if you like, I'll take a look at your books.
You'll take a look at what? Says Joseph.
Your books.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No, your accounts.
I can do
incoming,
that as a
outgoing,
physician if you're interested.
sales, receipts, that kind of thing. Tidy up all of your earnings.
I've got that all sorted, to be honest.
Okay.
Thank
The
you
offer
for-
stands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not as physically capable as my good friends here. So if there's anything else I can do up here, you let me know.
Well, shall we shove off, Master Joseph?
I've just got to go and pick a few things up. I'll be roughly an hour, and then we can leave.
Do you want anyone to go with you, Captain?
So again?
Do you want anyone to accompany you, Captain?
Well, no. Where I'm going, I've got to go and say bye to a lady.
Right.
A gentleman who I know as well before I leave, and tell them where I'm going to be. So, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'd prefer if. I'd insist on travelling alone.
Right. What can we be doing in the meantime? Anything that needs?
Well, if you need to get any equipment that you think you'll need, or there's anything special, dietary requirements or anything like that, then you could go and get that. But yeah, I mean, we'll be leaving in roughly about an hour.
You got any timbers that need shivering?
Well, you could do a bit of painting if you want.
Oh, is that what that means?
Well, no, it don't mean that. But I'm just saying that the Barabelli, she looks a little bit tatty. You could spruce her up a little bit with a bit of red paint.
How many days to Bogenhafen?
Well, we'll leave today, and we'll stay in Weisenbrook tonight, and then we'll go on from there.
So not much by way of provisioning, then, is there?
Well, no, I mean we can get there's a few nice inns in Weisenbrook, and we can go on from there really. So
perfect.
Yeah, I mean what Weisenbrook's, yeah, it's a nice little place. It's quite a growing town actually. Yeah, there's a lot of prosperity there. But the taverns, some of them are, very specialist, if you know what I mean.
Do they have mushrooms and carrots?
They do funny beers with like the curly straw.
Mushrooms.
I think he means they're brothels.
Right. Do they do funny beers with the curly straws?
Say again.
Do they do the funny beers with the curly straws?
Oh, they do all sorts.
Right.
See?
Cool.
The Trumpet Inn, it serves for all tastes. Yeah, it's one of the best places I've ever been to. Anyway, I've got to be going. I'll see you in roughly about an hour. He jumps off the boat, goes down the gangplank, and he disappears into Altdorf.
Do we need to get anything before we go, gents? Does anyone need anything? We've food enough. We've water enough, I reckon.
Yeah.
Racer, you have any specific dietary requirements?
No, I prefer Elven cuisine, but I'm a being of the forest. Hunt. I eat everything.
Garrett,
Although I do enjoy
I'll fry you up some elven cuisine.
I do enjoy leaning into the stereotypes that you humans seem to think of us, but no, I have no special dietary requirements. Cold iron doesn't burn me.
We don't really believe that, do they?
You would be surprised.
I mean, if you cut me with
I've
it,
got to
it
admit,
kinda
gentlemen, I
smarts.
do feel a little bit useless on a boat.
So
You
right,
can,
give us a hand.
You can brush my horse down if you want.
I can brush your horse down, so I've got to brush the horse down and paint the boat.
Well, I'll get started on the painting. You get brushing the horse.
Horse brushing it is.
Reynolds jumped into this both feet first, like he's just loving the seafaring life. So far, it has been cooking and throwing bodies overboard. It's exactly what he's built for.
Racer's just going to be keeping his eyes out because he still does not trust that crossbowman isn't going to show up to cause trouble.
So about 45 minutes later, you see Joseph reappear, Racer, and he appears to be running. It's not running to you, but he seems to be like running, but almost not moving. Yeah, as he's sort of coming down the street.
Ulrich, Paulus, there may be trouble. Joseph seems to be in distress.
Should we just leave now without him? We've got a
No,
boat
Paula.
I don't know
You
how
humans.
boats work.
I'll step up, shield and axe at the ready.
Racer will go down the
But
gangplank, try to meet him.
He gets onto the boat. Right, you guys, get down now, quick.
Oh.
Hide yourselves.
Okay.
I does.
Okay.
Yeah, just hide. Get out.
How are you
Okay.
going to explain the horse? No, lean back.
Well,
Yeah, I'll just kind
I'll
of go
scale
down.
port. Yeah,
Don't worry.
It's a beautiful horse, though.
you know them nobles last night who were causing trouble.
Aye.
It turns out they went up to the Red Nun up the road, and somebody's like stabbed one of them in the face and killed him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not
Convenient.
Oh
And
dear,
word
how
on the-
sad. Never mind.
It
word
wasn't
on the
me. I
street-
was here all night.
good. No, but that don't look good.
The town wardens have just had a word with me, and apparently there's a group who they suspect of killing them. That is an elf, a dwarf, a halfling, and a human, and some guy in robes.
So clearly we're being set up. So
Yep.
we'll hide
well,
and shove off as soon as we
Time
can.
to shove off, I suppose.
Hiding and leaving. Good plan.
Mind the floor there. Just paint that.
I think you were supposed to paint the outside.
Oh, it's just like random parts of the boat painted blue.
There's footprints all over. So yeah, if you're ready, it'd be a good time to leave off. Is everybody on?
We're on. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you start pulling the ropes in. The instructs how to go, and before you know it, the sort of sails fill with wind, and you're off down the sort of river canal thing. Yeah, it's a piece of water called the Kaiserreich, and it's like a big channel. It passes through Altdorf, and basically he explains this. Well, at the end of it, we'll have to pay a toll, and then we'll get on the Wizardbrook Canal, and that'll take us on towards Bogenhaven.
What, you going to be that kind of doctor?
What's that?
No, Dr. Turnip was going to be a specialist in canal doctoring, I think.
Yeah, but it
Really?
sounds. Well, yeah. I want to learn everything I can while we're on this boat. I love it so far. I've got short little legs. It's perfect for it. Watch this. I'm just running a circle.
So I don't know. You know, if you know, when we the Reach Sport, I'll go through a few things because there's lots of interesting things there. So I'll tell you a few things. This is I'll give you a shout. And literally, about an hour later, it sort of goes out, and there's like a big port area. It's almost the harbour for the city.
Right.
And he comes on. There's lots of big warships here, and he sort of points one out. He says, "That over there," he says, "that's the great ship Emperor Wilhelm III." Yeah, he says it's been all its life. Yeah, rumor is it's got 1,000 guys on crew. 1,000 crew that takes for that ship. Yeah,
That's a lot of people.
Thing
Can you
is,
imagine what they
people-
eat? And
well, yeah, but you see, the thing is, Marienburg, yeah, they charge a fortune to take the ships through onto the sea. So a lot of these ships here haven't even seen the sea. They've just stayed here most of their life, really. Yeah, and like all those over there, they're like prison hulks. Yeah, so they're like big, like jails and things. But yeah, they're actually run by the prisoners almost. Yeah, so you know, lots of crime over there. Lots of crime lords come from there, and they hold up there as well, sort of thing. But yeah,
A pretty ingenious place to hide if you're a criminal.
well, indeed.
Right,
indeed.
yeah.
You know, if you want anything doing and you want to pay some money to offer them, then yeah, it's the way of doing it.
Amazing. Right, well, I'm loving what I'm learning so far. So none of these warships have left the harbour.
No, it's because Marienburg, it charges extortionate taxes to get the ships through.
It just seems like that. Leaving a harbour is an important thing for a navy to do, right?
No, indeed.
You'd
But,
think.
We're going to leave the harbour, aren't we?
I wouldn't
Well,
go
yeah,
as far
but
as Marienburg, are we?
we'll turn down the Wisbrook Canal.
Right, of course. And they obviously can't. Oh, they clearly can't go down there. Right, okay. Big ship, small canal. Got it. Step 1, canal size. Just a little tick.
Okay, so you get up and there's a few boats that are sort of moored across the channel, and he pulls up to one, and he tosses a bag of coins down to one of them. They count it and they sort of send you on your way. And before you know it, he explains that you're on the Weissbrook Canal, and you'll be on here for roughly a day, and then we'll stop in Weissbrook.
Cool.
Again, the day goes without incident. And as the sun starts setting, he shouts that Weissbrook's coming up. And you sort of pull onto the side, moor up, tie it all up. And yeah, it's quite a busy little town. There's lots of eateries and taverns and inns. But yeah, it looks like quite a busy place. Could everybody make me a perception check, please?
That's a little better.
So bad at the things.
Yeah, no, that didn't work.
So Racer,
I got a marginal success.
Paulus, and whose new character? Is that you,
That's
Josh?
me. Yeah, I don't know why it's still. It is called Turpin on my sheet, but I don't know why it's still calling me new
So-
character.
Turpin, Paulus, Stefan, and Racer. As you get there, there's this rather boisterous tavern with a big sign over the top of it saying the Black Gold. Yeah. And in the doorway, there's a few people standing outside and they're smoking pipes and having a chat. A couple of people are dancing. But you notice that stood in the doorway is someone that you recognise as the scruffy but professional looking crossbowman.
Oh man, he's got potentially a kill count
And
of 2 so far.
He sort of stands there, and then as you sort of notice him, he sort of notices you noticing him, and he looks a little bit startled, and he slips into the inn.
Well, my friends, it seems that the crossbowman has preceded us down the canal.
He must have
Moves
caned it
fast.
on his horse. That's poor animal husbandry.
See, whereas I let mine have a gentle sail down the river.
You are a much better animal husband than him.
I think perhaps we
One
should
of
go
my
into
many
the inn.
skills.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to figure out why he's clearly made an effort to be here. It's no accident.
Yes, I think perhaps we should go into this inn and see what his interests are.
Aye,
Right.
that seems
We
like a
know.
good idea.
Should we really be going into an unknown tavern with a possible malefactor surrounded by his friends and allies in ground he knows when we know nothing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stefan, you and I'll take the back door.
We're back on that canal story again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I'm going to stay on the boat for a little bit, and then we'll meet up and we'll go for a meal or something. Yeah. We'll go into the Trumpet. Like I say, the Trumpet Inn, absolutely awesome. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a bite in there. You know, bit of entertainment, and then we'll come back. We can either stay there. Actually, I might stay at the Trumpet.
You know, do you know anything about this in here, the loud one?
Say again.
Do you know
The
anything
Black
about
Gold
this in here?
Tavern.
The Black Gold Tavern? Anything about it?
Just a very busy. It's good. Got good ale in there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes they even have that dwarven stuff in there.
2 little pint glasses appear in.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, isn't this guy a dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he almost doesn't want to be a dwarf.
He's gone native.
He's almost he's almost gone human, gone rogue.
Oh, poor sod.
Right. Well, let's get over to that
considerably
tavern.
easier
Right?
to get along with than Ulrich.
He's good company.
So
Hey, it's a
Racer heads towards the tavern, assuming that Ulrich is at least
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, I'm going with.
I'll
Stefan.
go with him as well.
Guess we'll sneak round the back then.
Well, they don't need to know
Okay,
that we didn't.
you enter the tavern. Could everybody make me another perception roll, please? This time it's a challenging one.
Wasn't the last one challenging?
Yeah, I was rolling on challenging anyway.
Yeah, same. -3.
I'm
Oh my
trying
god,
to.
I passed a perception.
I'm
Got an
trying to make it
astounding
more
success.
dramatic, Roger. Yeah, it sounds better. um,
I actually passed for once.
okay,
Well, I got something astounding at least.
You've got a good view of, the tavern, but you can't see hide nor hair of him. He's gone, disappeared.
Even if we went around the back, he didn't come out past us, no?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Seems to be really good at that.
And Stefan.
Yep.
You know magic and things. Is he
Yes.
a ghost?
Possibly.
I knew my fingernails were haunted. I've brought this upon us!
No. It's possible that he could be a ghost, but it'd be a little bit more obvious. Ghosts aren't really all that subtle. He could be a shadow magician, though. Although if he is, he's really, really good at it because I haven't seen him wave his arms around or chant or anything.
Or blow up his head.
That too. Yes, he hasn't done that either.
Right. Any-
It's more likely that he's very good at sneaking and we're not very good at spotting sneaky people.
Can I start to gossip around the pub and ask if anyone has seen a guy with a giant crossbow on his back?
Oof, I think we ought to make a roll.
That sounds
Well,
like
if
the kind
we're
of thing.
gossiping, now I'm in my element.
And would this be a challenging or
If you're all taking part in it, make me a challenging gossip roll.
love it? Yeah, it didn't go well. Didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
+2
I hear
for
tell
Stefan.
that there's a crossbowman who's got syphilis come into town. And,
heard
you know,
that
that'd be a concern if he's paying a visit to any of the ladies of negotiable affection, because that can get around town like nobody's business.
Like syphilis, actually.
So Mr. Turpin, you seem to be trying to gossip with people, but they seem to be shunning you quite. Like there's a lot of tugging on trousers going on and trying to gain their attention. But yeah, they seem to turn the back on you. Whereas Stefan, you find an old boy who stood at the end of the bar. He's actually sat at the end of the bar on a stool, and he's drinking from a tankard with the word Heinrich on his tankard. Yeah, and he's supping this ale. What you say? Chap with a crossbow?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah,
Sneaky fella.
Yeah. Oh, if only I could. Trouble is with being old. Yeah, you forget things. Oh, if only I could remember.
You do. I completely understand now.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had another drink, that'd help you remember. Why don't I buy you a pint and see if that jogs your memory?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm sure it would.
See,
So-
I was taught to respect my elders, not like that bloke.
He,
No.
he subtly quaffs this, what he's got down, and then he hands it to the barman. The barman sort of fills it up. And let me just pull my. That'll be 3 pennies, sir.
There you go. I shall slide the 3 pennies across the bar.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. Well, that explains why he's so sneaky.
Yeah.
Do you know who he's after?
No idea. He got here. He got here earlier today.
Must have been caning it. His horse probably looked right now.
He come off a boat.
Oh, he come off a boat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They must have been travelling through the night.
Must have done. Yeah, it's a funny old thing, isn't it?
Jim, has this tavern gone upstairs?
Yes.
So he hasn't gone out the back door. We came in the front and back. Either he's currently
He
still
could-
in the pub.
Could have gone out the back door.
Yeah, he might have been faster than us. Okay.
I know he out there. Or he
Um,
could have gone upstairs somewhere.
So seeing as my attempts at gossiping, most people obviously think I'm some sort of child looking for a penny or something. Gonna be like, sir. I'm gonna approach Racer and be like, Racer, what if he's in the building? And point upstairs.
Oof. Yeah, he's a bounty hunter, right? If only I could remember where he booked himself into.
It's a toughie, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's thirsty work, remembering.
it is.
Why don't we see if we can top that bad boy up for you? Maybe get a spare. Heinrich, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Stefan.
Okay. Yeah. And he quaffs this next one down and passes it to the barman, and the barman for that'll be 3 pennies, sir.
How do I take 3 pennies off a silver shilling?
Oh wow.
Make it 17 pennies.
That'll do
Oh,
it.
I was keeping tab on the group trappings, if that helps.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Thank you.
That is excellent, actually. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, he's booked himself into that. I was in the trumpet earlier on, and he's got a room in there.
Good place, the trumpet. I would say not the same quality as this fine
Oh,
establishment.
if only I could remember the room number where he was booked into.
I mean, how many
Easy
rooms?
there, old timer. You'll be off the stool before you remember anything at this rate. Tell you what, if you can remember the room number, I'll leave some pennies for another one after.
Oh, you don't have to. This one's empty. Yeah, excellent. Room number 4.
Good to know. Thanks for that. Well, a pleasure to meet you, Heinrich. Your perspicacity and knowledge is a lesson to us all, as is your haggling skill. Truly, you are an exceptional businessman, and it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Well, thank you.
So, Racer, what I'm saying is, you throw me through the window. That will make the most sense.
I'll come sort of tottering up to them. All right, gents. Good news. My new friend there's told me where he's staying.
Right, that's good. Where is it?
It's at the trumpet, which is where we're heading next.
Thought this-
How
Right.
convenient is that?
Let's get
Nice.
going then.
He's
Oddly
in,
convenient.
he's in room number 4 at the trumpet. And he's a bounty hunter, by the way. So it depends on the bounty he's hunting. He might not be an evil assassin. He might be doing, the Emperor's work.
Do I
Or it
wanna
could
risk
be-
it, though?
or
it
Or
could
just
be
looking
set
for
the
one of you.
Fire to room 4. I mean,
Well, we could ask him
one version
first.
of me has already turned up dead recently.
I suppose you could be the bounty that he's hunting. We could go and have a chat and ask, can't we?
Well, that wouldn't make sense because on account of he's dead already. So,
I don't mean
Basi-
ask him, I mean ask our mysterious bounty hunter
Right,
friend
got it,
who's staying
right.
in room 4.
that makes
the
more
trumpet.
sense. Right, got it.
Racer has already left the tavern and is walking towards the trumpet.
He's
Tell you what,
a
these
real
old
go-getter,
codgers,
that
they
one
can
is.
put it away, can't they? Man drinks like a bloody dwarf.
So you get to the
I find that
trumpet
hard to believe.
and there's two very large humans outside. They're dressed in quite nice black trench coats with leather arm underneath. Both of them seem to have knuckle dusters on. And you notice that as they turn round, one of them has got old world sec on the back of his trench coat.
Something you want, lads.
You know, it's us that want stuff, isn't it? They're there to stop miscreants and wrongdoers from getting into this fine establishment.
Yeah, but that's
Whereas we're
clearly
going in
not
to
us.
meet a friend and get some food and drink, aren't we?
Dinner,
Precisely.
all you heard.
So actually, these guys are doing a bang-up job. Nice work, chaps. We're okay to go in?
Yeah, two pennies.
Right, in total.
There's
No
a
worries.
proper
Fine.
charge.
Two
Yeah,
pennies.
sure.
2 pennies each.
What do we
That's
get for
gone
that?
up.
You
Is there like
get
a
entertainment. You get
a free drink?
Yeah, you know.
We're
I
not
guess
getting
towards
a
the
free drink.
entertainment. Right, with you.
I will hand up 8 pennies. I'll hand up 9 pennies.
Okay. He opens the door for you, sort of pushes it open.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so as you enter the tavern, it is fairly dark in there. Yeah, there's candlelight, but very, very low candlelight. You're met by a scantily clad halfling woman who calls herself Madame Simone. Says, welcome to the trumpet. Please take a seat at the table and I will bring you the menu over.
Great. Nice ambience. I like it. I think they might have dropped a letter from Trumpet.
As you sort of look around the room, there's lots of couples, ladies and ladies, men and men, men and ladies, all sort of seem to be quite romantically involved.
Is
there's
there like food as well, or is it?
Yeah, there's some food about. Yeah,
Right.
Oysters, caviar.
Yeah, I get the vibe.
They'll be like canal oysters.
And just fish eggs from a random fish.
Odd row. They call it caviar.
So she shows you to a table, and she disappears and then comes back with like a maid with her who's carrying 2 big jugs of ale, and she puts them down on the table. Please help yourself, and she gives you a menu each, and those who can read and write, there's halfling lady, 5 pennies, halfling man, 5 pennies. The most expensive thing there is a female dwarf, and it gives you pay certain amount of pennies for time spent there as well. Quite extraordinary. In fact, you know, it seems like a house of ill repute almost.
Stefan, are they?
I think
Are they
that's a
eating people in
prejudicial
here?
opinion to take. Now, Racer, Ulrich, I don't know whether you have these kinds of things in your culture, but this is a house of negotiable affection. You may be familiar with them conceptually, but please bear in mind that the people here are generally happy to be here. There's no coercion going on, and causing a scene at this stage would probably provoke a negative reaction. Now, I say that up front because, Ulrich, one of the entertainers here is a lady of dwarven extraction.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay, wasn't sure, just hedging my bets. No sign of anything elven on the menu, Racer. So I don't know if you're ordering, but they do also have food and drink. So we can just, leave it at that. You could just get regular food and drink. But if you're in the mood for some company, it's available should you be interested.
Razor just shakes his head at you. He's like humans.
It is true we can monetize anything.
Just be grumbling under my breath about how no dwarf should be lowering themselves to it.
No, those who have a
In
drink,
Casalid.
it is quite watered down ale. It's quite nasty ale.
It's a good idea, though, for us to keep our wits about us, so there's no harm.
Yeah, Racer wouldn't be drinking anything anyway. He's got his eyes. He's looking around, scanning around, trying to see if he sees this crossbowman.
Yeah, I'm looking for the black armored crossbowman as well.
Right.
I'll have races.
We could just go find his room.
I think you're going to probably need to find his room, but I think under the circumstances, it may be best if Dr. Turnip and I create some kind of distraction for us down here.
Right.
So as to give us an illusion of respectability.
All of a sudden, the door at the front of the tavern bangs open, and in rush roughly about 20 guardsmen, followed by quite a loud priest of what looks like Sigmar. I am Father Morius. This is a raid. Stay where you are.
Bugger.
Well,
And then in behind him
Does this
walks
place
a
have a
rather
back door?
large gentleman wearing a hat that can only be described as a witchfinder's hat.
Oh,
I want that hat now.
Okay, if everybody would like to remain seated, I am the witchfinder Osric von Oggenbestad. You are all under suspicion of being part of a Slaneshi cult. Yes, and you will be subject to investigation.
oh, not good.
And they start making their way around the tables, and there's a couple of people that are sort of thrown into manacles and moved out, and eventually they get round to you. So what are you doing here?
We arrived earlier this morning, come down from Altdorf, and we were told that this tavern had good food. We were obviously misled.
I don't know. There is oysters on the menu. I was going to get we'll get oysters from the
caviar.
table.
If the food's as shit as their beer, they're bloody right. It's we were misled.
If I get
Okay,
chips,
so-
will everyone have some?
Yes. So would you all strip down to your vest and your undergarments, please?
Again.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mr.
beg your
Witchfinder,
pardon.
sir, if you'll excuse me for saying so, I just need to very slowly reach into my clothes and remove a piece of paper for you. It's important that
And
you
he sort of
see
reaches out and pulls two pistols out at you.
Yeah.
Pulls them out.
very, very carefully taking out this piece of paper to show you that I am a licensed magician
Witch.
of the Empire. Not a witch at all. No, strongly against witches. Have
So
indeed
you are
helped.
a caster of foul magics.
No, I am a licensed practitioner and student of magical theory. As you can see from my certificate here, which I received from the university in Altdorf, completely legitimate. I just wanted you to be aware of it before we get into any.
You are not in Altdorf now. You are in the Empire. This is Sigmar's land. We do
Yes,
not
and
follow the
praise
laws
Sigmar
and
indeed.
rules of the city.
I will
But
say, when
this-
the
this-
Emperor passed us in Altdorf, he did nod. He nodded at us. So that
This
should
does-
work in our favour.
count throughout the Empire as a promissory note to show that I am a student of the arts and definitely not a witch.
Do you want me to take my socks off too, or can they stay on?
You can keep your socks on.
All right.
So A guard sort of looks over you without, so he sort of moves around. Now they're clear, sir. Okay, yes, you can. Yes, you can go on your way. Yes.
Sir, if you don't mind me saying, sir, we heard some fierce, queer noises coming out of room 4. The door was rocking back and forward, and Paulus said he saw some sort of flashing coming from underneath the door.
You
Flashing,
think
multiple voices screaming. I didn't want to listen to it.
Might have been Bretonian, I'll be honest.
If you're going to let me speak.
Sorry.
So, you think I would listen to a group of liars who have got a dwarf and a elf in their group, as well as an halfling? You there, you claim to know the Emperor. Huh. And
don't know him. He nodded at us. I mean,
of course.
It feels like sign of respect.
I suggest you watch what you're doing here.
Absolutely.
In Weisbrook, yes, or you will have me and my subordinates to deal with, yes?
Absolutely, sir. We'll leave now, if you like.
I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to get my subordinates to build a pyre outside, yes? A nice big pyre, yeah? If I catch any of you casting magics who is in Weisbrook, yes, I will load you onto that pyre and it will set it alight.
Definitely won't be casting any magic, sir. As I say, I'm a student of theory, historical research mostly into the origins of the Empire.
Yeah,
hence my studying with the Elven Master here.
Yeah, that is including you, Mr. Elf.
I cast no magic. I have no skill in the arts.
Yes, I have met Elven Witch.
I approve of the theory.
Actually, elves taught humans magic. We are not witches.
Exactly. So you taught them how to be witches.
Sounds
As
about
you
right
wish.
to me.
Racer, why would you do that?
You are
Because they're
very
tricksy
trying.
elves.
You are very trying people. On my word, and in adherence to Sigmar, I guarantee you I will cast no magic in your city.
Can I put my socks back on?
Yeah.
I'm meant to take them off.
I know, but I panicked. He's scary.
There is quite a pongy smell coming.
It's probably coming from room 4. You should really check that out.
I don't know. I think it's probably coming from Turnip's feet.
Yeah,
we did warn you.
My eyes are on you and your lesser race friends, yes?
Racer nods, turns, walks out.
And he follows you out with the rest of his entourage.
I'll give them the old
Onto
finger
the
pistols.
next tavern, and they march down the road.
We should probably warn our boss not to.
Now,
We should probably go back to the boat and stay
That's
there.
where Racer's headed.
Sorry about
absolute
that.
bollocks.
Please don't leave. Yeah, just 'cause they took a few people away. I'll get you a drink. I'll bring it over. Yes, I'll bring you some food over.
No, thank you. We were misinformed to the nature of your establishment. But thank you all the same.
I'll stay.
You are friends of Joseph, yes?
Yes.
He often stays at our establishment. He's a very good customer.
Well, I'm happy to hang out. I mean, Witch Hunter already said we were clear.
Yeah, I mean, he's left, hasn't he, really? And he's kind of cleared us. And I have absolutely no intention of casting any spells where he's going to see me.
Not going to happen. I can't.
That'll help.
I'm very uncomfortable being this close to a pyre.
You get used to it.
Being so close to a pyre and a wizard seems a bad combination to me.
Mostly
And
being
an elf.
in between the pyre and the wizard seems to be my problem at the moment.
But do you like not want to do anything about this bounty hunter that's going to try and murder you then, Sir Paulus?
Seems short view thinking. I'm thinking long view.
I mean, you don't have to murder him in accordance with the ruinous powers' profaned rights or anything, but
Let's just go up to room 4, find out what we can, and bugger off.
I will point out.
Go out to room 4, cast some very suspicious-looking magics, and leg it.
What if? Okay, couple of flaws here, right? And I love the enthusiasm. First of all, Witch Hunter, right there. Pyra's just outside the door, so you got to leg it fast, and he's already.
Yeah, but we're not going to go out the door. We'll go out the window.
But that is suspicious, isn't it? That
Only if they
enough.
see us.
Right. Second of all, in this kind of establishment, they're very picky about who gets to go up the stairs. Can't just go up.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
Racer's about a block away, and
I think at this point we're just sitting back down drinking beer. Like talking.
Where was that second round he promised us?
Well, as soon as she said free booze, I'm a student. What can I say?
I haven't put my socks back on.
Yeah, Paulus is drinking a mug and going, I really don't want to be set on fire in this pyre.
No, well, neither do I. But if I lived my life based on everybody's instructions who was threatening to set me on fire, I still wouldn't be with you lot, because Master Ulrich has threatened to set me on fire at least twice.
I think it was more chopping off your head. Setting a fire is a lot of work.
Oh, that was right. It was the book you put in the fire.
Yeah, I think the
head
idea
was being
though was
chopped off.
probably to burn you after the beheading.
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
normally find them.
Well, there is a way we
Chopping
could
the
go
head off works.
upstairs. You might not like it, but I do know a way that we could get upstairs.
Question is who though? On account they don't do group rates.
I imagine it could be negotiated if.
I mean, Turpin, you've got that big old bag of money that you so recently came by.
Look, I can
Seems
get
like-
us some rooms upstairs if you like, and that gives us a legitimate reason to go upstairs. And if we then split off and you want to go into room 4 accidentally, while I get the party started in room 7, for example.
Well, we better price from those rooms because this bag is a little like.
Yeah,
Barman, how much?
that's not a man, Turnip.
Oh,
There's all kinds of clues.
Bar lady, Miss Sir,
Hostess.
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 How can I help you?
We was wondering if you did rooms for the night,
Of course.
right? And what would one of those set? A couple of enterprising young men back.
Well, it all depends what you want with the room, my dear fellow. And she sort of strokes your face at that.
It's just like. Wow.
You're a halfling, so she puts gravy on her hand first.
Yeah, shivers run down my back. Well, I was.
She winks at you at that point.
I was thinking maybe like a bed and breakfast kind of deal.
So you want no company?
Oh. Well,
You're terrible at
Stefan's
this.
coming upstairs, so.
Oh God, no, no!
Okay.
You're terrible at this. You're so bad at
If
this.
you want to invite anyone, they can come on in. I don't mind.
So you have very
I think, madam, that
exclusive taste.
my innocent
Oh,
friend
not exclusive.
misunderstands.
I've slept with each of these guys.
You need to stop talking, Turnip, because
Well-
you're not helping.
Remember the night it was all three of us in that first tavern? We were so scared. We were so nervous, but it worked
Please.
out in the end.
Please tell me more.
Well, I will. Right. So, a bit of a spooky night to begin with. So we was all drinking, having a good time, right? And then things got really weird. Anyway, I'll fast forward to the end. I end up spooning Stefan while Paulus sleeps on the floor.
Right.
Near the door, I think.
Sounds like a very energetic evening.
Oh, we were wrecked. I got the final blow on it, but
Okay. Well, A room here is it's 10 pennies.
Right, what we got in the bank?
We-
What have we got
we
in the
do-
bank?
We do run rooms for
We're actually-
4. So
We're actually the most
that would
minted
be
we've
10
ever been.
pennies as well.
Right, look,
we-
what's in the bank? Because if we're getting the room for 4, we should probably also get flicking through the menu a number 12 and a number 17 at least.
And chips for the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could afford that. I mean, in pennies alone, we currently have 17 brass pennies, 2 silver, and 2 gold.
Are you
Ulrich,
all in the tavern except for Racer?
Looks like.
Oh, we've left Racer alone.
So Racer, just going over to you quickly. What is it you're doing?
Racer's just heading back to the boat. He has a feeling that if the crossbowman isn't at the end, he's going to show up at the boat potentially. So he's going back to the boat.
He did see us on the boat, didn't he?
We did that thing from Apocalypse Now where the 2 boats go past each other and
Yeah.
Which I didn't roll as well as I thought it would.
none of us knew that until you said
You
that.
can't beat potato and fish stew in the morning. The smell of smells of victory.
Yeah, I think Ulrich's had enough at this point and is leaving the inn and heading back to the boat himself.
So I actually don't think we're going to do
Ulrich,
much
I need
detective
you.
work.
We're going to do the thing while they do
Whatever
things.
you manlings are up to, I want no bloody part of it.
No, that's the point.
And I just stroll out of the tavern.
So here's your key. It's got a big number 5 on it.
Can we call for room service? Is that a thing we could do?
Oh, most certainly.
We've
I
already
love
got
this place.
some service in the room.
Right, okay.
So we shall order some company from the selection.
It might take a while to get the company because a lot of them were taken by the guards waiting on them to come back. So
Right, okay. Well,
Not a problem at all.
we'll head up and get the room warmed up. Do you want us to lay out like extra beds, or are they staying with us? Or...
oh no, whatever you want. You know, it's up to you.
Right, well, we'll make it comfortable. We're good hosts.
Okay.
This is a really strange inn.
Is there any discount for me being very attractive?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
You're a
For me
himbo.
being
you're a
suave.
himbo.
you get 10% off.
There we go.
But that's probably negated by the
Talking to you
halfling.
when she talks to the party, she always makes an effort just to talk to you.
Probably wise, because I imagine I'm probably one of the better ones at haggle as well.
My haggle's pretty good as well.
It's a bit classless to haggle in a
A
place.
bit
like this, though.
classless.
I mean, I think that boat sailed.
So we just gonna go on up the stairs then,
Yeah, I think so.
and yeah, Paulus. is
Maybe a
gonna-
couple of bottles of wine to go up as well.
We're in
I'll bring
room
it- I'll bring the
5,
chips.
right?
Yep, room 5. It's a
Oh,
good number,
I-
5. Lucky.
I accidentally seem to be trying to get the door to room 4 open. The
Okay.
key doesn't seem to work.
So what's everybody doing? You go upstairs and there's nobody about. You can hear some noises coming from rooms.
I think Sir Paulus was trying door number 4.
Okay. Who's going up to the? So are you
So
going up?
it's
You like-
Turpin, Paulus, and Stefan are all on
Okay.
the landing at the moment.
Okay. Could you please roll me a percentage roll, please?
All of
Each-
us or just Paulus?
No, just Paulus.
That's a high percentage. It's generally not good.
Okay. You try the door, and it's open. And you push down the bed. And as
This
you
Must
push it,
be our room.
as you push it slightly, you hear a click, and there's a large bang could everybody please take 12 points of damage, please?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, that's
Armor and toughness comes into it.
Oh, crikey. What's that under? Combat? No? Main?
You're lucky you didn't make any more successes because that could have been a little bit bad.
Under the combat tab, it'll tell you how many points of armor and toughness.
If it's a black powder weapon, they also have to make a +20 cool test.
Yes.
Okay.
Broken condition.
So I think I'm dead.
Yeah, me too.
Even after your toughness and armor?
Yeah, my
I don't have
toughness is
toughness
2,
to speak of.
and I'm not wearing any armor.
So you take 10.
10,
Yep.
and I have 8
My
wounds.
toughness is 3.
Oh, that puts you on 0. You're not
I
dead,
have
but you're in a bad place.
a leather jack and a leather skull cap on.
Are you on exactly 0?
I have 8 wounds, and I took 10.
Yeah, and I have 9 wounds, and I took 10.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, they are on minuses. That's critical tables.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm on 4.
Wow.
He murdered us before we could even get a leg over.
Man,
I'm
that's
Just
so
really badly injured.
Yeah, it's just a critical roll. Who knows? You may be fine.
So
Fine.
tables.
Just walk it off.
Good thing we have a healer. Oh no!
So if you look under the tables, there is a table called body critical rolls.
Tables. Body
my cool
critical
test.
wound. Wrenched collarbone.
Oh, that's nothing. Arm's useless. Well, you take 2 more wounds.
Yeah, you're in a very bad place.
So that's Josh. What about me?
Roll on the same thing. Critical body wound.
Where are the tables?
The 3 lines of the 3 dots to the left and up the top.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like the 4th one, that's 3rd.
body
4th one.
critical. Oh,
Gut blow. Nice.
that can't be good.
No, you're just puking and prone. And
You
taking
could
a wound.
You've got to pass a easy endurance test. Well, that's where you start throwing up and falling over. And a stunned condition.
Yep, falling over, puking up, and an
Stunned,
additional wound. So I'm at -2.
and you're stunned.
And I'm stunned.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm pretty dead.
Ulrich, as you leave the tavern, you get about 5 yards down and you hear a big explosion coming from the tavern. Racer, you hear a large explosion and you see part of the wall come out from the trumpet inn.
Humans. He turns around and starts heading back.
seconds.
I feel like Polus is still just standing there holding the door
I'll
handle.
It's just a door handle.
Just the handle.
It's just holding the door like that. There's
Turn around while still holding the door and walk straight back into the tavern.
Can I just
Racer.
say, that I've been running Warhammer on Garblag for over a year now, isn't it, really? And that is the most damage I've ever done to the party. Ever.
You caused someone to burn fate points.
Yeah. We didn't go there, did we? So there is fate points to use and things.
There is, isn't there?
Would it
I'm
just
sure
be funnier to
You
die?
can burn a fate point to avoid taking all damage, but if you're not dead, walk it off.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you each only have 1 critical injury, and your toughness bonus is greater than 1, so you're not going to die as
And-
long as we heal you.
And none of you got like broken bones or anything like
Yeah.
that.
I think it would
Yeah.
undermine the situation if
I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
I like
If
how,
I was a fire mage, maybe, but
Yeah.
you're right.
I like how merry and like full of confidence we went upstairs, and this
So
is welcome to
I've got
Warhammer.
this amount of damage was the mage bleeding from every orifice, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Start.
That's before we. That was before we.
Sounds like
realized
witchcraft,
They
doesn't it, Jim?
had messed up the bleeding rules, and they changed that in the fact. Fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Kevin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you almost say to Paulus, no, and as the door opens, and everything goes like slow motion, and bang. So yeah, Turpin, you end up down the stairs.
I think according to the damage chart, I dropped the chips as well, which is just really disappointing.
Not the chips.
There's a lot of people running out from their rooms semi-naked. And Paulus is just stood there against the wall with a scorch mark around his body.
Big sticky out hair
Yeah.
and a door handle.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't that
All right.
room.
You enter the tavern and there's lots of dust everywhere, and it feels quite warm.
I'll just kind of stomp up the stairs to try and find them.
You'd have to
Well, at the
step over
bottom of
me.
the stairs, there's Turpin, looking fairly worse for wear at the bottom.
Kind of look down, see he's
Are you
breathing, and walk up
Perfect.
the stairs.
Am I conscious?
Yeah, are you conscious?
That's. I think
you haven't lost consciousness as
Oh,
well.
well then-
So yeah.
Well,
yeah. So as hour passes, I'm gonna go. Oh, that's supposed to be inside, isn't it?
What did you do? I'll say just as I continue walking past.
Wrong room. While I'm stuffing my intestines back in.
When Racer gets in there, he kneels down at the halfling and says, "Don't move. Let me see what I can do about this." Just pulls his bandages out to try to heal you.
Just eating chips off the floor.
That's not salsa. That's your internal organs.
Paulus is almost on fire. He's smoking, but
Ooh.
Stefan is lying on the floor, wrapped around the banister rail,
In a pool
puking
of vomit.
at
It
minus
was-
2 wounds, no
Ooh.
less.
That was a pretty terrible roll there. I will actually spend a fortune point to.
Don't do it.
re-roll.
Heal him like he would heal you.
Yeah, just poke at the intestines.
Oh, actually-
Just poke them back
actually-
in.
Even at
Kill me.
even at -4, you heal 2 wounds because my intelligence bonus is 60. So
That brings me to -2. So
No, I think you stop at 0.
Yeah.
I think
that brings me to 2. Thank you so much. Your hands are cold.
I left you lot alone for less than a bloody minute. How did you manage to bugger it up so spectacularly in less than a minute?
Yeah,
Just gonna point at
It was room
Paulus.
5,
Dwarven
but we went in
Alric,
room
definitely
4.
dwarven look.
Actually, Jim, can we hear anything?
What?
No.
Mop, mop, mop.
What?
Just
Yeah,
staring at the hole in the.
The oysters are bad.
How did I get outside?
Madame Simone is like, what have you done to my establishment?
I mean,
apparently
we
someone
just
set a
opened
trap.
the door.
Has
I
Ben
assume
Fro-
room 5 is
Yeah, I
open
froze.
froze. I'll be
zero.
back in a sec.
That's all right. I just seen it. I thought you were role playing being in pain.
Anytime now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crapped out on everything. Always good when that.
Is that all of us?
No, we.
No,
We're all
No,
I
you
think
guys are all still fine. It's
Yeah.
rebuffering. I'll be back with you.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so I'm quite surprised actually, and congratulations to Mr. McNeil's 5, or Lady McNeil's 5. in the chat area who claims that that's the worst case of dermatitis that they've ever seen.
Yeah,
Take a bow. Take a bow.
that's some contact dermatitis right there.
McNeil doesn't miss. McNeil hits every time.
I'm literally just gonna grab them by the scruff of the neck and just start hauling them down the stairs.
Mind you, the line of the night is still negotiable affection. Brilliant.
I'll just keep coughing as like I'm gonna keep hold of the door handle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab
Steph
Stefan by the scruff of the neck and just
What's going on?
Your room hadn't been cleaned.
Manlings.
I think we better stay on the boat tonight.
I think that would be wise.
In fact, that was where I was headed before my fine friends decided to blow up a brothel.
How did you bloody manage that one? You didn't have any gunpowder.
Just going to point at Paulus.
I just opened the door. At 4, 5, they're close together.
How did you open a door wrong?
Stefan, your arm looks bad. Would you like me to try to pop it back into place for you?
No, that's not me. That's him.
Yeah, my arm's still
I was gonna say, did we see Racer sort of poke his intestines back in? No, it's fine. You can leave me alone.
I cannot get back into the forge.
I can roll through if you want. I have you up there now.
I don't know why it's not working. It's not letting me reload it or anything. It's weird.
How odd. Everybody else is in.
Yeah. No, it worked earlier. It was working fine. But, computer shut the bed.
Jim, at 2 wounds, am I capable of walking?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like tottering along behind everyone, just going, mop.
Stefan is at 0 though, still, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
I'm just laying on the floor pointing it.
I'm currently dragging Stefan by the scruff of the neck.
All right, hold for a moment. Let me see if I can get him back on his feet at least.
I'll just drop him.
Yeah, right. So you've got there at the right time because Alric was dragging him, but little did he know that his clothes had ridden up a little bit and he was actually strangling him at the time.
Okay, so you get 3 wounds back.
Yay. Anytime now. That'll be helpful.
Bump.
Come on, computer. You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. You're back to 3. I'm on 2.
Huzzah.
Go team.
And did you see that, Master Turpin? Not a leech in sight.
Just like to point out that you failed your healing roll and you did more healing than I do when I pass my healing roll.
Elves are smart.
It was an impressive failure. That's the worst part of it. If I did that, I would have killed someone.
I'm going to look at Racer and go, I left them for 1 minute. 1.
I'm going to admit something, Master Dwarf, that I never thought that I would admit ever. I prefer the company of dwarves over that of humans. They are far too unpredictable.
Mop.
I'm just going to kind of look at Racer, look down at them, look at Racer and kind of go, oh, bollocks.
Wait.
I like that one of the qualities of the bomb is dangerous.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Oh, right.
I felt that it was dangerous.
Can I beckon Madame Simone over?
Yeah, well, she's not very happy and she's sort of looking around the damage. But yeah, she comes over.
So, it looks like we won't be able to avail ourselves of the facilities. Can I get my order to go?
Well, I'm going to write you a bill up, actually.
You're going to write me a bill? We should sue.
Your rooms were not cleaned. Clearly.
Room exploded on us.
I'll go to the guards about it if I need to.
Just tell them not to open any doors. Tell them not to open any doors for the love of Sigmar, woman. Tell them not to open any doors.
Yes, I think Mistress Simone, perhaps we should call back for the Witchfinder and the priest. Clearly, there's more going on here than meets the eye. If you are allowing your guests to be ambushed by bombs.
Oh God, a priest! Right?
How do we know?
Would be helpful.
I'll just look at Racer and go, how do we know it was a bomb? Could have been a witch.
That's true.
I saw something glow before I was
Don't
really
do that.
badly
That's
hurt.
just mean. She's not to blame.
You do hear some metal feet coming from the downstairs. And there's a couple of guards that come upstairs. What's going on?
Badly cleaned room.
And slowly behind him, this hat rises up the stairs. You can see it's quite a tall Witchfinder's hat.
It's floating on its own. That's magic.
Who is responsible for this?
I'll point at him and I'll
Over
say,
towards
I
Stefan.
told you about room 4.
Would you like to
Just
explain
going to
this,
bed.
wizard?
We were just going to bed, and the room exploded.
Ah, of course it did. Did anybody see this man's fingers glow?
Oh, sir.
It wasn't even, he was down the hall.
So it was a ranged attack.
No,
I
sir.
don't
I was standing between them with my chips.
You like to
I'm just
come
going to point to the chips on the ground.
The only thing glowing on my fingers is the raw flesh from where the skin's been blown off of them.
So you blew your own flesh off your fingers with your spells, yes?
No, I can't even cast fire magic.
He can't. He's crap. He's not very good.
He's mostly a historian and like a very bad accountant.
That is true. I am a bad accountant.
You have a lot to answer for.
So
I
does
feel
the
like
door.
whoever blew us up has a lot to answer for. You should be looking into that.
Is there like, was it a bomb? Could you tell? You would know.
It looks like wizard magic to me.
Well, everything looks like wizard magic to you, sir. Pardon me saying so.
Now listen to me, half man.
Bop, bop.
I suggest that you keep your silly little mouth shut.
That's fine. Just please don't open any doors. They're dangerous around here.
When one door opens, the other one closes. they
I'm gonna
say.
jump to the ground and cover my head.
Seemingly, when one door opens, there's a big hole in the back.
Would you like to come with me, Mr. Wizard? We can ask of you a few questions.
That
I mean,
depends. Do you
clearly-
have a healer?
We told you about the glowing and shouting and screaming coming from the room. Oh, we're just going to bed and
You so inspired us, sir. We said, well, we better go check it out on account of
if
the
the
brave witch
witch-
hunter.
if the witch hunter needs people for the pyre, we'll find them. But oh,
We just came in here for oysters and chips and watered down beer. And then you were making a pyre. We thought, you know what, he's right, sir. He is absolutely right.
So was it you that opened the door?
No, it wasn't me. I was eating chips.
I'll lift up the.
Still stuck to his hand.
I can't let go of it.
That would be the melted flesh.
So it looks to me, actually, Wizard, that this was maybe some sort of explosive device.
You think?
Maybe a bomb?
Yes.
You'll see the telltale signs of powder burns.
Yeah, very good. Are you an engineer dwarf?
Well, miner by trade, but I know explosives. We use them in mining.
You do a lot of mining, your people, yes?
Aye, that's where all the metal comes from.
Yes. My sword is very special dwarven steel.
Wow. If it's dwarven steel, it'll
Led
be a bloody
by
good
the
sword.
holiest of Sigma.
Well, certainly the finest of your manling gods.
So, yes, you're free. We might catch up with Jews later to find out when we have investigated further. But as I said before, Mr. Vizard, yes, you're still not out of the cooking pot, so that yes.
I feel that right now, sir. I feel like I've been cooked.
Yes, please don't wee me down my back and tell me it's raining. Yes, I suggest that you get yourself some sleep, and maybe in the morning I will come and ask you a few more questions. Yes, and we have certain ways of making you tell the truth.
Quite good at the truth. Yeah,
Yes,
let's do it.
it is amazing how much truth comes out your mouth when you are stretched just a little bit.
Is that all called stretching the truth?
Racer once again nods and walks out of the tavern.
No, Racer, don't go!
I feel like Paulus at this point is going to realise the error of his ways and just sort of stumble after him.
So
Yeah, I'm just going to pick up the halfling and follow.
With a couple of his guys, and they sort of go into the remains of the room, and they're sort of looking around the doorway, and and he's sort of pointing out to them, and they're sort of, ooh.
I mean, it's useless to look for stuff now, right? It got blown up. That's my vibe, right?
Well, that and it's never a good idea to hang around a witch finder who's looking for anybody to be a witch. So
Absolutely.
Especially when you're a witch. A witch.
He admitted it. Get him.
A certified witch.
Yeah, turned me into a duck.
Got better.
I shall leave as well, limping in the tattered ruins of my robe.
Yeah, I gotta get an armored jacket or something. That just ripped me apart.
I'll
Racer-
lean on Stefan.
I'll fall
even though I'm not really that, like, in comparison, that injured.
Elric, could I have a word? Says Joseph.
Aye, I'll set the halfling down and go.
It's okay. I'll just hold Stefan's hand. Follow my line.
Months turnip.
What are you travelling with? Yeah. I thought it was a good idea to take you down there for a bit of extra help, but got to check see if your socks are still on. I've lost where I am now. What is it with this lot? I thought it'd be a good idea to, get some extra help, but dying people and exploding taverns and
Just keep them busy. If you let them loose on their own, you see what bloody happens.
you're not joking.
You should know that's the trouble with manlings. You leave them alone for 5 bloody minutes and everything burns down or
Not that
blows
bad.
up.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
I'll take that.
I quite like the human culture. It's nice.
It's tolerable, I suppose, but could be worse. Could be elves.
No, indeed.
At least I don't mind.
Racer
I don't
turns
miss
back
the
at
bloody
that.
leaves.
Racer's got very good hearing. He turns back at that and
We're
he's like,
probably speaking in Casalid if we're two dwarves.
oh, yeah. A good point. Good point.
In fact, well, Alric would do because
Definitely.
Oh, it's probably still
Whenever
not that
they
used to
talk
it.
together near you, they always drop into Casalid anyway. So,
well, Alric's not long been out of dwarf hold,
Well,
so he'd probably speak
suggest-
Casalid at every
I
opportunity.
suggest we barricade ourselves on the boat tonight, and then we'll leave first thing in the morning. We don't want to really be travelling down here at night time.
I said they're normally trouble at night.
Well, yeah, you've got raiders, you've got pirates, you've got trolls.
Pirates on a canal.
Oh, there's lots of pirates on the canal.
Well, that's why you've got me along.
Indeed. Excellent. So yeah, we can. We'll barricade ourselves in. We'll put. I've got some extra wood we can put up, and we can sort of make it nice and secure, or more secure.
The Elgie and I'll keep watch. At least we can see in the dark. I think the others need a bit of kip after, well, that.
Oh.
Okay, so you get back to the boat. What is everybody doing?
Bleeding.
I'll kind of
Paulus
go
is
talk.
just going to sort of lie down.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Racer. I think we're going to have to watch tonight. That lot
Turn
look like
it.
they've seen
Turn
better
it.
days.
Turn it.
Yeah,
Put
Stefan.
the kettle on.
Right, Stefan, would now be a time for me to practice some of my former career.
You know what? I am that desperate. Crack on, son.
Oh dear.
Just remember, you should all be taking cool tests at +20. See if you gain a broken condition.
Oh,
Already
yeah.
done that and passed.
Oh right, sorry.
I have not.
Because if you fail, you gain another thing of fatigue.
I have failed, as it turns out.
So Ben, you're on 2 fatigue because you took one from the other thing, and Josh, you're at 1. So you're going to get -10 to your rolls.
-10.
Where does fatigue
It's
go?
not gonna bother.
Is that under effects?
Probably. I'm going to go with probably.
I'm just gonna
think
add
so.
a -10 myself. Okay. I'm gonna try
Yep.
healing. Can you self-tend first, right?
Say again, sorry.
Can I self-tend?
Yeah, I'll
healing?
allow that. It'll be a difficult roll.
Oh, I rolled it. I'll roll it again, will I? Yep.
Can I just
not
click
good.
on rest?
Hoppa! +3 success.
Ooh.
So that's added to my intelligence.
Intelligence bonus. Yep.
The 7. Oh my god! That's very good. That's more wounds than I have. Okay, Ben, you're up next.
Okay, am I still stunned?
That will wear off, but you will gain fatigue from that. That's why you've got 2.
There we go. There's my 2. I found fatigue. Yeah, it's the one with the sleepy face.
Oh, Ben. So some news. Hang on. Last fortune point. It's gone. But gone.
It is okay if you kill me. I'm not that hung up on the character that I will cry.
Okay, exactly the same, but I still heal 1 point because of my intelligence bonus. So
Okay.
it's
But
messy,
it's
but it
Woofrup.
works.
You come into this knowing that your character might die.
Well, with bloody hands, I'm going to turn to Paulus and be like, Paulus?
Paulus is going to sort of
I didn't
reach
even
out
have
to you with his
internal
hand
injuries, and he's
that's
got blood on him.
clasped
All I can
around
say
the door
is,
handle. And be like,
Aaron,
Huh?
Roger, you're in big trouble when we go back to Once Upon a Time in the Old World, because now I've found something that can damage everybody.
Doors!
potions.
Paulus.
To speak, yeah.
I've tried. Dark elf superheroes. I've tried.
I think you
All
forget we had
sorts.
about 5 hit points between us at the end of the last season.
Demons,
No, we did.
cultists, the whole lot. Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
You almost had us at the end of last season. Almost.
Yeah, you did.
but
That was.
We were in bad shape. But yes, I think Ulrich and Racer will split the shifts tonight, unless Joseph wants to join us. But I feel he probably needs to get his rest so he can sail in the morning.
Yeah.
Heal
Well, I'll
me,
have that
Dr.
actually. I haven't
Turpin.
taken a shift.
Do I get a heal roll then?
You pointy-eared waste of space, he says in Caslid.
Racer just always assumes when they're talking in Cazalet that they're insulting him. He just can't seem to care.
Impressive success healing Paulus. That's 8
Precise-
hit points.
See, yeah.
Ugh.
It's the famed
Just so you know, I
nobility.
am going to flick my scabs at you as they heal.
So how many wounds do I get back?
8.
Okay then, that's perfect.
All
I
did
feel
was wrench
suddenly
the door handle out of
pretty
your
great.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Who is taking much when?
I'll take the first one.
Okay.
I'm fully healed, so I'll go with Raj.
A D10, please. Who's on this watch?
I'll go with Ulrich as well.
Apparently, the halfling's joining me.
A D10.
7.
I'll take it.
The lost dog encounter again. That bloody Cuddles.
Sniffles.
Okay, so right. There are 3 fellows hanging round that don't seem to be part of anything. They seem to be sticking out like a sore thumb.
To load the crossbow.
I have one of them.
When you say hanging around, I mean, are they watching the boat? Are they?
Yeah, they're just sort of walking around the docks, not really being interested in anything, but your boat, it seems.
I'll point them out to Dr. Turnip.
Right. Should we just shoot him? I mean, we're already in a lot of trouble.
I think the last thing we want is to start shooting people with a bloody witch hunter around.
See, this is what happened. You left, and that wisdom out the door. Pardon my pun.
Just keep an eye on them.
Right.
Are they human or are they?
Yeah, human.
All right. Well, we can see them a lot better than they can see us.
Are you out on the deck or are you going to go inside and lock the doors?
We're probably on deck,
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
but
Yeah.
as in, so there's not much of us showing. We've probably just got our heads poking.
There's like a cabin on deck, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're either behind it, like for cover, like
or behind
peeking over,
barrels or something.
or behind. Yeah.
So they sort of move away and move off into the darkness. Can I say, but could you both please make me a perception check?
Not going to go well. No.
Oh dear.
Well. Marginal failure, a 0. That's good for me.
Oh, I actually
Clutch,
got 3
clutch.
success levels.
Okay. So one of them comes back and he's quite near to the boat. And he's got something in his hand.
And I see
that
what
he's
it
covering
is
up.
with 3 success levels, and I can see in the dark.
It looks like some kind of, then your perception kicks in and you spin round and you can see one of them climbing up the cabin onto the top of the cabin.
From the water?
So actually on the boat.
Yeah.
Is he in like axe swinging range?
No.
He's in crossbow range though, right?
He's like a cabin. You can see him disappearing over the top.
So did I see what the one was holding?
Your perception roll was for catching this fella.
Okay.
So he did look like he was holding something that was maybe made for throwing. It certainly was something small and yeah.
All right. I'll kind of use my head to indicate to Turpin that he should take the one climbing, and I rush the one that was holding
You notice
something.
as you
I'll
look again,
bang my shield really loudly as I brush.
you notice as you look back round to the one that you're going to attack that whatever he's holding is on fire now.
No. Boats
Oh, yeah,
don't like that.
I'm just rushing him
Okay.
because I'm assuming he's pretty close because he's going to have to get very
Well,
close to.
Yeah,
throw something.
you've got to go down the gangplank bit or jump off.
Just jump!
And yeah, he's like
Pile him!
so you probably wouldn't get to him in one move.
We could shoot him if you rush the guy coming up the cabin.
All right, you shoot him. No, can I rush? Is the other one in rushing range?
You could try and go. Yeah, you'd be able to swing an axe at his legs. as he's disappearing onto the top of the cabin.
All right, I'll
Okay.
rush that.
Initiative, everybody.
Ba-bum-ba-bum.
Hoping we'll get the drop on them.
Does that
29.
apply to sleepy folks as well?
33 is mine.
Whoa.
29.
Halflings.
29.
Am I clicking on the right one?
You don't have to roll it. It's just your initiative.
Oh, you actually go first, Mr. Dwarf.
If
Would
it's
you
just
like
your
to make a
initiative,
roll?
then mine's 30.
Ah, mine's 34.
We'll go for banked.
Do I get any kind of advantage on the fact that he can't defend himself?
I'll let you have one up from challenging,
Okie dokie. So average.
but he'll still be able to dodge out the way with his legs, if you know what I mean. He'll have to swing his legs up, almost. Oh, what have we got?
Oh, that's terrible. I'll see how he does before I go for it.
Well, he hasn't got no skills, so just bless him. Okay.
Oh, a fumble. That's an oops table.
Yes, indeed. So we need a.
He
Yeah, but
oopsed
do you
his
really
leg
want
off.
an oops table from a guy holding a bomb?
Well, it's more. He's probably not because he's climbing, so he might fall
Yeah.
off.
Tim, could I just check quickly? Is that bomb dangerous?
Oh, I think I've just knocked him off.
I think if it
Stumbling
explodes
badly when
again,
climbing.
Paulus
Well, at
will
least
just
someone's
wake
getting
up
knocked
like-
off tonight then.
Okay. So
we got blown pretty good.
was back. He's got something in his hand that's on fire as he drops onto the front of the deck, like I don't know what it's called. Is it the bow, the front of the boat?
The bow's at the back. The prow.
That's the stern.
Stern's
Yeah,
at the
the
back.
bow-
bows
Stern's
at
at
the
the
Bow's
back.
front.
Bow
Bow
is
is
at
the
the front.
front.
I'm looking at a boat backwards. Ignore me. I live on an island. What would I know?
So he basically he falls to the floor and can't do anything. But let's do.
But whoa, the boat is on fire.
I assume, like in any canal boat, though, they'd have like precautions against fire. They blue blankets and things, right?
There's
So,
water
yeah,
around
probably.
us.
So he falls back, and he sort of throws his arm back, and it hits the very front of the boat and goes into the water. This device, and you hear a psh, and lots of smoke comes out as it goes into the water, and he's lying on the floor in front of you.
Yeah, I'll be yelling my lungs out at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Mainly just
Oh.
profanity, but in Gasolins.
So that's Mr. Bank. So we'll go for Mr. Willie. Okay. So you raise your crossbow up and something gets thrown at you onto the boat. Oof. Okay.
Oh, I've been blown up twice tonight.
So
If he knows you're there, he might just be lobbing you randomly. at the boat.
I believe that you can dodge that if you wish.
Yeah, I'll go for dodge.
I don't
Dodge
think
skill.
you can, unless
20.
he's at point blank.
No, it's not point blank.
Then no, you can't.
Oh, never mind.
You can defend yourself if you've got a shield.
Yeah, that would be a handy thing to have, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Rog? Be a good piece of equipment.
What, like some armor?
Yeah, yeah. Also a good piece of equipment.
Yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. No,
Nah,
you
it's
can't
coward's
normally dodge
tools,
missile
mate.
attacks.
So you can dodge. It actually says, I thought I'd read it here. Which can be opposed by dodge. The burning oil causes plus 7 damage and 2 ablaze conditions.
So that would kill me.
Yeah,
straight-
dodge it. Dodge it.
So just to preface this, I have a dodge skill of 27.
Oh dear.
We believe in you.
Astounding failure.
You headbutt the burning oil.
I think it's time for a fate point. I'm gonna because I have 3, I'm gonna go down and just avoid all damage.
You can either use a resilience point to roll whatever you want to, or you can use a fate point to avoid taking all damage. So if you've got a lot of one.
Fate point.
I have more fate. Do fate points regenerate, or is that gone forever?
Burned. Gone.
You know what? Turpin's had a long run. Yeah, let's go. Let's burn a fate point.
So, can we just take a moment here for the first fate point that's been used in my games? Yeah. So
No. One got burnt in Wax Tail.
Was that the wizard?
And one in the final session, I think.
Oh, hold on a second. Did you not use one when your hand blew up?
That was a resilience.
Right. Okay. So okay, well, the first one of this game. So can we have a moment of silence and reflection? Okay. Right. Yeah. So Lady Luck calls on you as you sort of run and jump to one side, and you literally catch hold of the boat. It's almost super halfling, yeah. As you catch onto the boat, and you're sort of hanging off the side of it as this incendiary device lands on the boat and sort of goes up the side of the cabin and all along the deck, and there's flames licking up it.
Bugger. Can I climb up and shoot the guy?
You can climb back up at the moment. You won't be able to shoot him.
Does he look like there's another one?
There could be another one about, but you can't see him at the moment.
Next question. Is he still there where he threw it from, right?
Oh, yeah, he's still there. And in fact, he has. Where's Willie? There he is.
Machine gun.
He's pulled out a club.
What would I need to roll to jump down onto him and just whack him?
Well, you're on the opposite side of the boat.
I'm on the opposite. I thought I was on the. Okay.
No. You've literally jumped across out the way, and you're sort of boat
okay.
side.
Then I'm going to climb back up and start stamping out fires for my action.
Okay, we'll go straight over to the dwarf again.
All right. Well, this guy's on the floor and prone, so I'm going to hit him.
Have any of the rest of us?
Can you all make perception rolls, please? Sorry, I do apologize.
I have been shouting a lot in Caslid, but
it's an easy perception roll.
And has my knackered trait got away yet?
You rested, right?
No, I think you need a decent rest. I don't know how
Okay.
long you've been out.
Fair enough.
An impressive success for Racer.
Okay, you awake, and as
I
you sort of
do
sit up from your berths, it lights up, and you can see that there's fire outside of the cabins.
Racer grabs his rapier and runs out, muttering to himself in Elvish, "This is what I get for letting a dwarf stand watch."
It's the dwarf that woke you, I think.
I'll grab my sword and run out.
Help me, help!
I shall
Paulus
stay asleep
is shout-
because
not
it's
again.
warm and restful in here now.
Okay, so sorry, Ulrich, can you make an attack roll then?
So he's now prone, which is that plus 20.
No.
Today.
Yep, plus 20.
Cool. Lovely jubbly.
So, oh
You
goodness,
can still oppose.
yeah.
Not enough. So 14 damage to his head.
So yeah, you basically crack him straight in the middle of his skull, and it sort of makes that popping sound of broken bone as your axe sort of sticks halfway down into his forehead.
Yeah.
And he starts sort of twitching on the floor.
Excellent. And then I start moving towards the next one I can see.
Okay. There is, as you turn around, you can see another one running at the boat with a incendiary device. So he is going to throw.
Balls.
Where are we going to throw it? So we need to roll the dice.
I'm going to burn to death in my sleep.
You'll be fine.
You're a wizard. You were going to burn
be
to
having
death at
warm
some point
dreams.
anyway.
You'll be dreaming of what it would be like to be a fire wizard.
He is going to throw it in your direction, Mr. Dwarf.
It's just rude.
Oh, so it's not Willie.
Use your
Dodge.
axe as a bat. Knock it back.
Oh,
at
you have a
him.
shield. That thing.
Oh, no. Lost my characters. Where are they? Bastard. Oh, there we are. Gert. You've got Gert. Why does...
If you open the party tapping so that you can put all my possessions on there in a minute.
Oh, right, okay. So... Oof. Okay.
But
You've
I
got
can
to
make
dodge.
So I could try a dodge. Why not?
You've got a shield, so you could use weapon skill, right? To use parry.
Yeah. I'll let you do that.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, lots. I've got a
Excellent.
large shield as well.
Bonk.
Okay. Your shield has the ablaze.
Oh, it's
Condition.
metal, so yeah.
Yeah. But it's got
Yeah, if it was like a sticky
Burning oil on
Yeah.
it.
burning oil.
you've
Yeah.
got burning jelly all over it, basically. So you'll
Now
have
you can use it to punch people with.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you could do.
You look
about
super
a couple-
badass.
Okay,
Scrape
so
it off with your axe.
We'll go for the full party initiative now. So, Aaron, what's your initiative?
63.
I ought to write this down and keep an eye of it, to be fair. 63. Ben,
Mine, I'm asleep. I failed my perception check to wake up. But were I awake, my initiative is 30.
that just sort of makes sense, really, that, you just can't be, well, you're in it. It's like being out on the lash, isn't it? You can't get up in the morning. Okay. Lewis.
34.
34. Oh, okay. What's yours, Roger? 34.
33.
Oh, so he fits
But
in.
can we take a moment for 63?
Yeah.
I'm an elf.
It's an elf.
That's their highest stat usually.
Now, let me give you a bit of background, Ben, towards Aaron and his role playing. Yeah, so he spent the previous 2 seasons of Once Upon a Time in the Old World having initiative envy from our elf in there, Mr. Dan. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why in this he has chosen himself an elf just so he can go quick. Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
even
Seems
though
fair.
Hagen is nearly as quick as an elf now.
Yeah, almost, because he's been chasing Elmarin for 2 seasons.
And last but not least, Josh, what is your... Oh, we've got some form of food.
Josh's initiative is turducken.
It is. What's your initiative, Josh?
29. Sorry, I had to go tell my wife I got blown up twice in one night.
Okay. So,
I mean, so far. Sorry.
Right. Cabin. What are you going to do? There's a big fire in front of you. You can get past the fire and jump onto the dock, or you can douse the flames, or
Racer's going to assume that some of the less combat-oriented people are going to put the fire out. So he races past the fire, leaps down onto the dock to try to kill whoever's trying to burn him alive.
so there's one at one end of the boat dock, and there's one at the other, and they're sort of moving inwards. So we'll say that you've gone for the one that you can see, which is the one who threw the first firebomb.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Do you want me to make an athletics check to jump down there, or just say that I do it?
Yeah, let's make it a little bit complicated. Yeah, we'll do that.
Just challenging?
Yeah.
Yeah, things have been going too well for us, Aaron, lately.
Yeah. So
You
he's,
can have the charging thing as you.
so
reach it.
he leaps down and then tries to skewer this guy with his rapier.
You get to do a Marvel pose as you hit the floor. Whether it be a Spider-Man one or
Yeah. I go full Black Widow.
Surely
you
it's
know.
an elf. It's more like L'Oreal. He flicks his hair.
Oh, yeah. You wound me. All right.
Don't worry, you're worth it.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me pull my rapier up on the combat tab.
Oof.
35 under 67 on his left leg, depending on
Okay.
how he handles it.
Well, let me tell you now, right, that we just get his
Fast impale.
Means I can always go first if I choose to, and if I get crits on odds and doubles.
so
Doesn't fast make it harder to dodge?
No, I always can choose to go first unless it's against another person with fast weapon.
okay. Oh,
So 11 points of damage to his left leg. Nick the inside artery of his left leg.
okay. Yeah, so you slash at him and he sort of almost falls to the floor and he squeals. Ah! Yeah, as he swings to block it with his club but fails.
You were foolish
Okay.
to attack us. It'll be the last foolish thing you do, human.
Lewis.
Yeah. Polus is going to run up on deck, look around, see fire, look around. Like, I assume the elf and the dwarf have got it covered. Just going to randomly start stamping at fires and trying to put things out.
The dwarf is shaking his shield around that's completely on fire.
Yeah, that's his problem.
And all around him is on fire as well. It's quite amazing how this dwarf has managed to escape this explosion. Yeah, so, but he has done. It's quite impressive.
For a split second, looking at the shield on fire, Paulus will go, should I throw him in the water or not? Nah, it's not worth it.
By the beard.
Yeah.
Like to see him try.
No,
Okay.
I'm
So you notice
trying to put
there's a
out
guy at the back
fires.
who's got a club and he's sort of,
He's on the dock still, though, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. Not running all that way. That's what I have a horse for. How's my horse?
Probably cacking it.
Oh, yeah, it's not coping very well at all on the deck, and it's rearing up and pulling.
Actually, rather than put the fire out, Paulus is going to try and calm the horse.
Okay.
Yeah, if only you had someone with animal affinity and a really high ranking in animal care.
Yeah,
That'd be really handy, wouldn't it?
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
this guy.
Can you make me an animal care role, please?
I mean, it's not high, but
It's going to be difficult though because you're in. You've got a bit of a blaze going around.
darn it.
I'll tell you
Even
what,
with -10, I would have got it, but
yeah, absolutely.
I'll try it again.
Good roll. Yeah, no, you don't need to roll again. That's
Oh.
cool. Yeah, okay, yeah, you managed to calm him down, but he's still very nervous. He's very wet and sweaty. Yeah, you really could do with someone getting this flame doused. Okay,
Same.
I'll tell you what.
can I get on the horse?
Say again.
Could I get on the horse?
Yeah, you could do. Yes. Yeah.
What he lacks in subtlety, he makes up for with a lack of subtlety.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Could someone roll me a d6, please?
Three.
Okay. What a fucking problem. Just hold on a second. I've got to move something in. That's it. I do apologise for this. They've done the NPCs, but they're missing weapons off them. I believe Pete had trouble with this on his running through.
Musical interlude.
There we go. So.
Really tempting to Captain America, the giant flaming shield at one of them.
So, Ben, what character are you going to play next?
Well, it's a toughie. I don't think either of the backups that I've pre-rolled had really cut the mustard anymore. I did have a witch hunter, but I'm kind of prejudiced against them now.
That'd be a pretty full 180.
Yeah. And I did roll up an advisor as well, but I think he'd be too much of a comedy character at this stage.
Yeah, things got hot real fast there.
Quite literally.
Okay, Racer.
Yes.
You're hit in the back by a crossbow bolt.
That hurts.
It's rude
Point
as
out
well.
the dwarf's not holding a crossbow.
Oh, we know you wouldn't shoot her in the back. If you were holding a crossbow, you'd shoot it into the front of him.
12 damage. If you didn't. So,
Got it.
It's
okay.
true.
Hey, and
Okay.
that's not even half his wound, so he's okay.
Alric and Turpin, could you roll me perception rolls, please? Alric, you can make. Racer, you can make one as well as you look round. Paulus, you're too busy sorting your horse out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see from behind a barrel, quite a way away. It'd probably take a couple of rounds to get to him. Is the guy with the crossbow, and he's just fired and he's hit.
Well, he's in crossbow range, that means.
Yeah, he is in crossbow range, definitely.
Oh, he's getting crossbow.
Okay. And he sort of stands up from behind this barrel and he lets one loose. And you're a thud and as Racer
Started
gets
as
it.
well.
Okay, the flames are starting to take hold of the ship now. And Joseph is he's got a bucket and he's trying to douse them. Okay, it's now Mr. Dwarf, Alric.
Okay, so there's one that's pretty much in front of me, isn't there? Because he lobbed the thing at me. All right, I'm going to charge him.
Okay.
Let me know if I have to start taking damage from smoke inhalation. Down here under the deck.
Dude, you're gaining hit points from resting.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
19
Roger,
damage to his left leg.
Blocks your attack to his left leg with his left leg.
You basically amputate at the thigh his left leg, and you also go halfway through his right leg as well, as your axe gets buried into his right leg, and he sort of looks at you, very shocked, and he falls over backwards, nearly pulling you down with him because your axe is buried that deeply in his leg.
He's going to be okay though, right?
I think he might be a bit poorly after that.
Turpin.
So,
Okay, and I'll just use my momentum to keep running round to try and put myself between Racer and the crossbowman.
So there's only one of them left in the crossbowman. So we've got Willie. So Willie is going to swing at the elf who he's fighting. Cop this.
Okay, let's see. No.
Even he thinks he's got the Boromir moment here. He's been shot by a crossbow and it makes him harder. Yeah.
Only a third of a Boromir, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's all right. At least it puts him back on.
I can put another one in you if it helps.
Well, if you want, Ben, we can shoot him a couple more times. Yeah. Right. Okay.
We were discussing the Boromir effect last night in the One Ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love, but Boromir is my favourite character in Lord of the Rings.
We did get the Black Rider to 2/3 of a Boromir before he ran away.
I do want to run at some point on the channel Merp. I don't know if any of you have ever played it. It's brilliant. I don't know how it stands up to like the modern ones, but yeah, it's very good. Right, where are we? So, who's 29? I think is that
Dr. Turnip.
Okay, sure go, Mr. Turpin.
Oh, do I get
Dr.
another chance to see if I wake up?
Yes, please. And also, if you don't, well, we'll need to do something. Anyway.
Actually, it's got to be a pretty easy test by now with the amount of noise going on.
Not
fire,
really. Given
fire
how
near you.
shagged I am.
Not with a 97.
No, it is not easy as it turns out.
Right. Okay. So there is actually, I've got this covered. I've got this. Right. So.
I did it.
So can you make me a challenging endurance test, please?
Maybe. Don't hold your breath.
Oh yeah, you have a re-roll.
No,
Oh
I
my
cannot.
goodness. Can I honestly say there is someone in the group who rolls shitter dice than me? Yeah.
I will use my re-roll on that
Okay.
because
That's
my check
stunning.
wants me to.
You need a 4.
Yeah, something's wrong there.
Yeah, what's your endurance? That can't be right.
My endurance is reduced by 20 because of the
Oh.
2 levels of fatigue that
That's
I'm
right,
suffering
yeah.
from. So only a marginal failure rather than the astounding failure from previous.
This section of the information is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Okay. So basically, you're caught in thick smoke inside now.
I'm also still asleep.
Yeah. Suffer a fatigue condition as coughing fits overwhelm them. So you have woke. I'm going to let you wake yourself up with coughing fits.
Okay, cool.
Now with
So
3
you can remove a fatigue condition per round by spending an action to recover. So basically, you bent over coughing your guts up outside of the smoke.
Right. But I've got to get out of the smoke first.
Yes.
Okay. So what do I need to do to get out of the smoke?
Use your legs.
Probably, yeah. Use your legs and get out the cabin.
Okay, so it's not a roll, thanks for
No.
that. So I shall stagger out of the cabin into the pitched battlefield where I'll
me an
be
easy
much
perception
safer.
check, actually, because it's thick smoke. So make me a perception check to an easy one to see if you can see where to get out the door.
Okie dokie, an easy one.
This
Good thought,
can't
Ben would
go
die
on.
this way. Oh, it doesn't get any better. This just keeps on giving.
Okay, so you're wandering around the top the cabin at the moment, feeling for the door. Okay. So, right, that's your turn.
Jim, while he's
Yeah.
been glad-assing about, I shot I shot my
Hit.
cross. I hit! I actually did!
You hit.
I
For
hit!
10 points of damage.
In the right leg.
Mother-
I mean, I'm okay at ballistics, but should not have hit that dude. Not the way we were rolling tonight.
Adolphus. How much damage did you do? 10.
10. He's probably going to shrug it, isn't he?
You always take at least 1, which is
Depending on his toughness and armor.
It has impale. Does that help? Does that go through armor?
no, it just means you've got a better chance to crit.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So, back to the top.
So I will burn my advantage to disengage from this guy, and then I am going to sprint. How far away is the crossbowman?
He's probably out of a range of an attack.
No, yeah, but is he like 20 yards away? 20?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a crossbow in the leg now, so a bolt to the leg. That's got to slow him down, right?
He used to be an adventurer just like us.
Ah, yes!
Until you
I'm
took
gonna
a
use-
quarrel
I
to the-
Skyrim'd him.
I'm going to use my action to sprint at him.
Okay.
So I'll make my athletics roll. Horrible roll, but I still got a
Yeah.
+1 on it.
Well,
Oh,
I
awful.
mean, oh,
So
Terrible.
I can run 21 yards. So I'm hoping that I can engage with him, even though I don't get to attack him this time.
Yeah, you've got close to him. He's not going to shoot you with his crossbow. But
Yeah, because he'd have to reload it anyway.
yeah, he's basically picking his sword up from on top of the barrel. Right, okay. So it's his turn. He swings at you.
That's fair. Ooh.
I hit. Well,
You did hit.
I did hit. Okay, so that's 11 damage.
11 damage minus armor and toughness. So 6. Okay.
This guy's
30
killed me like
that's-
3 times for the amount of
that's
damage he's
flawless.
done to Aaron.
You're on your horsey.
yeah. I'm going to wheel the horse around, and in this case, as Race has gone off to fight crossbowmen, I'll aim it straight at the first person I can see, which is probably
Okay,
the person.
make me an
Racer
animal
doesn't-
handling roll again.
Do I need to?
Yes.
I'm trying to jump a horse off a burning boat.
I'm going down the gangplank.
Oh,
I was-
You'd have to probably ride it through a bit of flames to go down the back again.
that seems fair. So which one? Animal
Your
care
ride roll.
or ride? Yeah.
Ride, yeah, ride will
Do. Where is my ride? Why can I find?
Advanced skills on the right.
Yeah.
You've
Do
got
I have a
fortune
reroll?
points.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend one. Nope, that way.
Dum-dum-dum.
There you
Oh.
go. That's better.
So it's like a scene from a film. He wheels the horse round, and it sort of leaps from the back of the boat, and you land on the dock side, and you ride at your man. Go and make an attack at him.
And I miss.
That's shocking.
Ah, you've got more fortune points. Go on.
It's late
I
in the
mean,
evening.
I feel like it. I'm gonna spend. Yeah.
well, he did. He did
Oh,
worse.
actually, you hit.
Oh, he did worse. Yeah. Okay then. Good.
So you do 9 because you
Yeah,
had
9
4.
points of
because
damage.
How
Yeah.
spectacularly he rolled. Good job, Jim.
How
Thank you.
How much damage will it take?
9.
9.
9.
Yeah.
That's,
Couldn't have had you missing after such an epic ride roll.
well,
I mean, that's
You-
probably the horse jumping over the fire, isn't it?
you swing
It's not
down
me. I'm just on the horse.
and you miss him completely, but he seems to swing to block it, and he gets hit by the horse's leg, and it knocks him out of the way. Yeah, we'll do that. You see, I've got it all up here.
Good horse.
Right. Oh, Alric.
Are there any of them? So that is that thug in range?
You could probably reach the thug that Paulus
There's
is.
a lot of fire
Right.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna run up and smack the thug.
Go for
Shield
it.
barge him for
yeah,
lols.
with the shield to put the shield out using the thug.
I feel like I must make a cool test if you're running at him with a fiery shield.
Yeah, you can do
Makes
that. If you
sense.
like. I'm not going to complain if he gains a broken condition before I hit him.
Oh, he squeals and starts running.
And then I'll whomp him.
Go for it.
So if it's backs to me, I get +20, don't I?
He's sort
Mhm.
of backing up. He's not. He realizes that you're on top of him, so he's sort of trying. He's running backwards as fast as he can, which isn't very fast. So
Okay, so he's facing me.
Oof.
So yeah, this is with the shield. So I'm basically using him to put the shield out by hitting him with the flaming shield. So 16 damage.
He sort of stops running backwards and he leaps forward to you with his club, and he jumps, and he manages to jump onto your shield, and he screams as his body sets fire, and he stops moving as the fire takes hold of him, and he sort of it smokes on the floor, and he dies. And his children go without a dad for the.
he chose a bad profession.
Yeah, his children didn't know, did they? There's victims in there. Yeah,
it's all right. We're in blissful ignorance that he's got kids.
Excellent. So
there's a little drawn picture of them sewn in.
Would have burned up.
Yeah,
burned
the
up.
battery's on fire now.
The Baron of Breakfasts. Yeah, it's your go.
Does it take a full turn to reload a crossbow?
Yes.
Well, then I'm just going to be putting out the fire because I believe in Racer.
Okay.
I go.
So you join Joseph in putting the fire
Yeah,
out.
I'm looking for blankets and things I can throw down, and
Back to the top, Mr. Racer.
So with my move action, I'm going to try to distract him with some fancy blade work. So that's my athletics against his cool.
Okay.
And I've rolled terribly again. I only get +1.
So he's cool.
That's not terribly.
Yeah. I rolled a
we have different
65 and it's still a
understandings of terribly
success.
rolling.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll? Willpower, is that?
Should be cool. Yeah, willpower if he doesn't have cool as a skill. Okay, so he cannot gain any advantage until the end of next turn.
Okay.
Regardless of outcome of our scuffle.
Okay.
And then I will try to impale him with my rapier.
You bastard.
See how he does.
So this guy's got 6 children.
And they're about to be orphans.
Unless their mum's still around.
Off!
Bloody hell. I will
Wow.
there's I could get better than that, but it would be hard. So fortunately, he doesn't get any advantage from it though. So we're just trading sword blows.
Doesn't take a champion of chaos to take this party down. Just a bounty hunter, yeah.
Just a bounty hunter. We're pretty green.
It's his go. He's gonna swing back at you, Mr. Racer.
All right.
Oof. I've hit.
No, you haven't. I got a crit.
Oh my word.
Crit is a major chest wound. Take a significant wound to your chest, flinching skin from you take
Or
4
bleeding.
bleeding conditions until surgery. In addition to 4 wounds.
He's dead.
So yeah, I basically just parry and riposte right into his.
Anybody
right
fancy a
into
game
his
of D&D? Yeah. I made a hit with that. Yeah, I rolled a hit, and you still spoilt it for me.
I suck.
Okay, you make a complete mess of it. As you go to block his blow that's coming into you, sort of go down, and you try to bring your rapier up, but it's already snagged in his arm. And as you bring it up, it like rips his chest completely open. And as it's about to hit you, his arm goes limp and it drops away. Is there any surgeons about?
Stop it.
He's
Razor
just
just looks at him. He's like,
Yeah.
you chose poorly, sir. We might still be able to save your life if you can explain what you're doing here.
He's just coughing blood.
You'll
I
need to be
think-
more articulate than that, sir.
Guys, I think it probably violates the Geneva Convention if I try to help.
Oh, now you're concerned.
Well, let's face it.
Did someone send a message then?
Message. No.
In chat.
No,
I
Jim.
don't think so.
No one sent you a message, Jim.
Okay. Right. Make me a difficult perception roll, Mr. Elf, on a shelf. Not Elf, crikey. It's Aaron. His elf's all over my thinking now. Oh. Mr.
He's got in
Wizard.
your head. Mr. Wizard. Perception, you say?
Yes.
What level?
Hard, please.
Hard.
Didn't go well.
A 2 or
So
better.
I'm at
or
minus
less.
50 on this roll, and I have a
Believe.
skill of 35.
So roll low,
I did.
Almost.
not low enough.
Okay.
Can't be no low enough.
Could you use a fortune point to knock it down?
Even if I knock it down, I'd have to knock
Still
it down
fail.
multiple levels.
Is Ben blurred to other people, or is it just red?
It's my camera being super twitchy.
It's
Hang
the
on.
smoke from the.
It's actually
Ta-da!
very
Yeah, it's the
like
smoke.
smoky. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was a good effect. So yeah, we'll leave Ben there then. Yeah, you fall over, Mr. Ben.
Looks like the wizard's going up on a pyre after all.
Looks like.
Okay.
Well, you know, we could still drag him out. We want
Hopefully
to.
we'll put the boat out.
So
And before anything further happens, Turpin's gonna go, "Oh, Stefan!" and start like running to the stairs. And
you're gonna have to put fire out now to get to the cabin.
Okay, I'll get at it, and I'll be like,
Okay.
"Joseph, Stefan!"
Could you make me a D100 roll, please?
I could try, yeah. Is there like a slash roll thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slash roll 1D at 100.
73.
Okay, and then could you roll me a D10, please?
Oh dear. Slash roll 1d10. 9.
Okay. So you
Say it
start
again,
putting the flames out, but there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Combat has stopped now.
Yeah, it'll be
But
putting the
You were
fire out.
asking. Yeah, he's help me, please. Oh, please.
Who are you and why did you attack us? And then I will send for the surgeon.
I'd kill him.
Kill who? You must be more specific.
I was told to kill him.
There are several hymns aboard that boat. Which hymn?
Clearly the dwarf.
1 second. Where are we now?
A disgruntled former patient of Dr. Turnip.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got a second opinion and they said there was no such thing.
What's this? New directory. Have we got anything here? No. Where is? Please forgive me, I'm shit.
Not so. There are a million things that need to be managed all at once.
Yeah.
We know this.
There it is.
Perhaps Lewis can entertain us with a song while we wait.
I can neigh a bit. I feel like my character isn't actually Polus, it's the horse. The horse is the only one that does it.
Certainly the more heroic of the two.
Yeah, we didn't get a song out of the One Ring.
We didn't, did we?
Uh,
Pete bottled it on his one job.
Pete can't come back unless next time he promises to sing.
Okay. He coughs and splutters.
The Galman.
And he must cut Lady Emmanuel Nax Castor, and he coughs blood and then stops moving.
Racer sighs, searches the body.
What a dick move, Aaron.
Right, I have made something visible to you called the letter.
Ah.
It says,
You find that in his pocket.
It says, for the personal attention of Herr Adolphus Kufsus, the 9 Stars Coaching Inn, Mindenheim Road, Altdorf. My dear Herr Kutsos, you may recall a certain conversation we had last Brauzeit in the public bar of the Hook and the Hatchet in Nuln. At that time, you mentioned your interest in activities of a certain society whose name I shall not mention here. In particular, you were very anxious to trace the whereabouts of a certain officer known only as the Magister Impedimente. I am now able to confirm each and every one of your suspicions. After your departure, I made some discreet inquiries and managed to ascertain that the person you seek uses the name Castor Liebrung. In accordance with your plan, Herr Liebrung will be traveling towards Altdorf on the Mindenheim Road at some time towards the end of the month of Jardum. I have also had on good fortune to secure a likeness of Herr Liebrung, which I enclose in this letter, which looks just like Paulus. I remain, sir, your most obedient servant, QF.
What fake identities have you got, Lewis?
At this point, Paulus isn't sure he's actually called Paulus. Did I? Which one?
So does he have anything else on him of note?
Oh, let's have a quick look.
We know he has at least one crossbow bolt.
And a crossbow.
Is that the one that's sticking out of him?
Recycling.
Right.
Remember,
So
reuse.
he has a male coat, a male coif, and male chausses.
So full male, basically.
Yeah, he has a pouch with 1 gold crown, 20 silver. Hold on a second. No, that's wrong.
That's dinner.
Ignore me.
Eat
Ignore
the
me.
body.
Ignore me.
Yeah, he's not a hobgoblin.
He has got some manacles on him.
Manacles. I'm just putting this as the party trappings.
Oh, cool.
Manacles. Was it 1 gold crown?
1 gold crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
has
gold, 20 silver.
23
shillings.
bolts,
24.
a quiver, and he also has a crossbow and a nice sword as well.
So Racer just throws his body over his shoulder and carries him back up onto the boat. He's going to strip his mail and keep it because, you know, that's how duels work. He lost. He'll turn the rest of the stuff over to the party, though.
Oh,
You
Dips on the
find
pretty sword.
Yeah, he's got
you
no. I've
find
got no.
20 you find 20 silver shillings on him.
so yep, I have that recorded. I suppose I would like to see a Stefan. Okay.
Yeah,
It's been
trying
awful quiet for a while there.
trying to put the fire out with the.
No, yeah, I just
He's
assumed
still
that.
turning.
sleeping.
So,
Yeah, I think
so I forgot about a bit. So everybody who helps Turpin knocks a number off the amount of turns it takes to get to the cabin, which was he rolled 9.
Class. Exactly when I needed to roll low.
Both. If you both help him,
I'll be shouting for
goes
Yeah,
Joseph
well.
to help him.
I'll be helping as well.
3 off,
'cause-
that's 6 rounds.
Time. So what's that? 60 seconds? What? 10 seconds around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes us a full minute to get to the door.
Hold your breath, Stefan.
Jim, given I'm fully encased in metal, do I think I could get through slightly earlier?
Yeah, possibly.
That'd be warm.
Throw the halfling. Throw the halfling.
I mean, I can throw you, but I'll be throwing you into fire.
It's Stefan we're talking about. Throw the halfling.
So, hold on a second. Ben, can you just check your Discord a minute?
Yes. Probably.
All kinds of shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Oh, secret messages from the GM. That takes me back.
It's like playing Mothership all over again.
Do we have to take our headsets off?
Oh, old school.
Stefan, if you see a light and there are tentacles at the other end, don't go towards it.
I know.
Do wizards explode when they die? Is that a thing?
Don't
Sure,
know.
that's
It is if they're carrying gunpowder.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So
But by default, no. They just get crispy if they're
Okay.
burning.
I wasn't planning on being a fire mage.
Roll me a D percentile, Mr. Ben, please.
Oh.
Okay. So you rush it, Elric, and you smash through the door, and it's literally filled with smoke.
But yeah, I'll have put a thing over my mouth
Okay.
before I go.
Okay, it takes about a round to sort of waft it away and stuff, and you notice Stefan on the floor, face down.
I just pick him up and haul him, literally hurl him bodily out of the
Okay.
room.
Can't hurt him. We hit the flames outside. Nah,
yeah, we're still putting those out.
burn the fuck up.
All right. Leap
Yeah,
over
you
then.
grab him and sort of pull him out. He's lifeless.
Can
And he
I?
doesn't look like he's breathing.
Can I do any healing?
Go for it, Mr. Physician. Make me a medicine roll first, please.
Oh dear, that's under skills, right? Is medicine a skill I have? Is that a talent?
It's heal, I think. It's a skill.
Heal,
Heal.
yes.
Heal.
Yeah. Okay, hang on a sec.
I hate playing lots of role-playing games.
Oh, it's always the way, isn't it?
Okay.
Nothing.
I
No
don't
dice.
think your CPR works.
He isn't breathing, and he doesn't look very well at all.
Like I know what I want to do, but I don't think Turpin knows.
If Racer gets if Racer's back with
Racer.
Adolphus's body, he'll try to revive Stefan.
Yeah, okay.
Let's heal.
I'm just putting leeches on him. Please, oh come on, please.
He's knocking the leeches off. He's like, "You've got to stop with the leeches."
It's
leeches
going to be
are like,
a
"Fuck off,
difficult
that's a
roll,
burnt
please,
bit."
Racer.
If Racer fails, I'm going to get the horse to give you CPR.
Great. That's what I'm playing next.
I'm gonna
Flawless is forced.
I'm gonna play a shield next.
All right,
Witch
difficult.
finder,
Let's-
witch finder.
So he still heals though because
He's not-
he's not a heal check. Oh,
No,
just a
He's
recovery.
basically not responding
I
at
mean,
all.
it's 12:15, so fortune points. Now's the time.
Yeah. I had mine gone in the first 20 minutes there.
I can't believe God you might
Do you want
play
the
a
horse
basis.
to give mouth to mouth, or
I think under the circumstances, fortune points don't really make sense.
He's not breathing. He's not responding.
Because suddenly going, oh, that was close.
Yeah, if Stefan wanted to survive this, he would have used fate points.
Stefan is dead.
Oh no, that's awful.
Almost
my
played a wizard.
accountant?
Almost.
Well, he was a companion. And at least he passed before he fell to the ruinous powers.
Well, he probably only had another 30 years ahead of him.
At least he burnt to
most.
death before he was burnt to death.
Turpin is obviously very upset by this.
Mm.
I'm just weeping. I'm not even saying anything smarmy. It's the first time I've been quiet. I'm holding Stefan's whole head.
Oh, to be fair on Racer and Alric, we've only known him a couple of days.
That's true.
A
Is
day
it
less than
raining
I've known him.
outside at the minute, Jim?
Say again?
Is it raining outside at the minute?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's a
Like
shame.
tears in rain.
Because my dooming says, what does my dooming say? When it raineth not, death comes by fire and blade.
Well, there you go. So it's fine, actually. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, you were indoors out of the rain technically when you died. So
yes, but yes, yeah. So yeah, you come out into the rain. I mean, technically, yeah.
Well,
Once the fire's out, I say someone should wrap up his body. But I think we should leave tonight.
I thought you were going to tell me you were just going to chuck him onto the fire.
Just,
Oh,
finish the job. No.
well, let's better get the fire out before we worry about that.
I am not going to tend to the fire. I am going to tend to the body.
Paulus is
Racer.
going to hug his horse. Feels very sad.
Racer
Probably
looks
into
at
the fire because we're on a boat that's on fire.
Racer looks at. He's like, "All right, we'll put out that." He starts putting out the fire. He's like, "I don't understand humans at all."
Race is trying the armor on. Does it fit?
But he did say it was a big guy around 6'4". That's Racer's size. So, but no, Racer will put the fire out before he loots the body.
I first, then loot the corpses.
Yes.
Do we have
I've
to
tried-
loot Stefan's body as well now?
Oh,
Yeah, good
someone
luck
had
to
to
you.
ask it, didn't they? Someone had to go there.
What do you think the halfling's doing?
Oh, I miss you, Stefan.
Unfortunately, most of the value of
Yeah,
my
just to be clear.
trappings was tied up in clothing and parchment. So
Don't want to
good
give
luck
Roger
to you.
flashback. But Non-Anomaly reckons that now you're a smoked wizard. It might be good on a bagel.
Oh my God.
Bit of cannibalism. I know that Roger appreciates that.
Technically, if I ate him, it wouldn't be cannibalism.
True.
Still be in bad taste.
It would be quite a bad taste. It's far too well done.
I can't imagine human tastes very good anyway.
It was too skinny. It'd be all stringy.
What are we going to do with this body, though, now? Because
Well, after we put the fire out, we'll wrap him up and.
I don't know. What do you humans normally do when you die?
Oh, I don't even know if he has a family.
Yeah.
We talk about that kind of thing.
Probably need a priest or something, surely.
We need a priest and more, right? And then
Well, when we get to Bogenhaven,
That's not an
we'll turn.
invitation, Ben. Yeah.
oh, please, Ben,
Oh, no.
do
That
your
was-
own funeral.
Yeah, for Ben to turn up as the priest to do his own funeral, and he joined you. That would be, yeah.
The midnight
Yeah.
hour.
Okay, so eventually the fires get put out. There's quite a bit of superficial damage on the boat, although structurally, yeah, there's not much damage really. Well, there's not much significant damage.
I'll shake my head and say, Stefan just painted it as well.
Yeah, that painting, definitely no good. Dr. Turpin, still very quiet, still very solemn. He wraps Stefan's body up. He definitely hasn't got a ginger cat biting his feet. You look it. And yeah, you get all his possessions and put them in a nice little pile next to him. His book of chaos ruinous powers. No.
That's the thing. Most of his possessions were made of paper, and that tends not to fare that well in fires.
But it was the smoke that did it.
That's true. It was the smoke that did for him in the end.
That's the way of it, though, isn't it? With fire.
Well, financially, he had 3 brass pennies and 2 silver shillings to his name.
That's
a dagger.
Sorted.
There's a silver shilling in each eye.
And a writing kit.
We'd probably need the money to pay the priest.
We're minted. We got like 3 gold. That's like...
minted 3 gold.
I started this campaign with 2 brass pennies.
Kind of sad.
Silent and solemn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on that slightly fiery, rainy, solemn night.
It's WFRP. You've got to go into it expecting to die.
Jim,
if
I
you
know
want to survive.
You normally do this as a vote, but I do think that probably makes Ben Player of the Week.
Well, I was gonna make Ben Player of the Week anyway for his comment earlier, like I forgot what it was now.
The House of Negotiable Affection.
Negotiable Affection.
Absolutely. What a cracking line that was. Brilliant. In fact, yes, we will wrap it up for tonight as well at this point, as you sort of get him ready and the boat's ready and you sort of drift. Well, you're ready to go, but you want to. What do you want to do with his body? Do you want to just put him overboard, give him a sailor's death, or?
No, we'll take the body down to Bogenhaven and get a priest of Moor to say the rites.
Well, we'll leave it as you're just sailing away from the. Even though it's dangerous to travel at night, you decided that it's probably better than staying here because there's been a bit of trouble around here, and it all involves you guys.
Yeah, we'd have looted the corpses and stones and hucked them in the canal.
Okay, so like I say, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much to my players. It was quite a gruesome one tonight, and I think a big shout out goes to Ben who took the first death. And thank you very much for joining us tonight. We've still got 23 people, which is great. Look forward to next time, which will be. Have we got a date for next time?
Yes. Let me pull up the calendar. I got to get used to pulling this shit up before we get to the end of things. I believe that at the minute we are scheduled for it's April the 8th. No, it's not. It's April the 9th.
April the 8th today.
Oh, it's April the 8th, but it's just turned into the 9th. It was
when
here.
we started.
Yeah.
Oh.
May the 6th. 6th of May.
Yeah.
First Friday in May. If that meets with everybody's calendar and approval.
No, we'll sort that out next time.
Yep. And then we're going into big new stuff next week. Next week, we've got Coriolis starting up again. Thingy of the Whatsits season 2. We've got the next part of our Wrath and Glory story on Wednesday. We've got Cyberpunk Red starting up with the Session 0 character creation on Thursday, and Acton Cthulhu from Garblag North America. And then Friday next week, we've got Monster of the Week. But yes, Coriolis is back from outer space or in outer space.
So just quickly before we go, goodness gracious, everything's so Where are we? No. Not that. There we go.
Rod's
Right.
doing all the big boy stuff in the chat.
Mhm.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
So you get 10 points each for dealing with Mr. Adolphus, and you get 20 points each for surviving the attack, and you get a further 20 points for killing the 3 chaps. So that's 50 experience points you've got.
Nice.
Nice.
So yes, for next session, Ben,
I shall create a new character.
Priest and more.
It might well be, you know, you've said that, but I'm going to randomly roll it now, and no one's going to believe it. They'll be like, no, bollocks.
That's how the universe works.
Yeah.
Just remember
Okay, and
the
you
midnight
can-
hour scream more.
you
more,
can think
more.
of some original way of giving the information or recapping what happened this week as well.
I
So,
shall do, yes.
excellent.
There's the ghost of Stefan.
Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Quite a bloody night in a number of ways. We had explosions, we had crossbows to the backs, we had smoke inhalation, and so thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. And time's flying at the moment. I can't believe we're on session 3, but yeah, see you for session 4. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you, everybody. See you next time.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.